Hello, welcome. Oh my god, is it tracking wide? Oh my goodness, I just sprinted back. I think it's not wide. When I'm looking straight right now, and it's looking to the left for some reason. Let me fix this. Should the matter. Okay, now it should be normal again. My goodness. How is everyone doing today? It's the usual. It has been a week full of adventures for me. Lots of work, lots of stuff to do. Still lots of stuff to do. Especially with me going tomorrow to Mama Dragon. So, yeah, I will be traveling. I will be flying around for literally the full day. I'm back on Sunday. I was thinking about moving the stream because if something gets delayed, if I make the wrong stop or something, I don't know if I will make it tomorrow to the time we have, because I will probably be sleeping at somewhere else, like on another mountain. Yeah, but we will figure that out. I mean, in the worst case, it gets delayed by 2 or 3 hours. So, yeah. Anyway, today, finally, it has been actually a long time. I checked. It has been like 2 or 3 weeks since we had the last YouTube reaction. And yeah, that's what we are doing today. Today we are having a reaction. Wait, did I put it in the right playlist actually? I did. Okay, good. This is the 10th reaction. No, 19. We have 19 YouTube reactions. Actually, let me already go to the first video. I already opened everything to see how long we will react roundabout. It's I think about an hour of content we have in front of us. Means it will probably be about 2 hours that we are reacting. And yeah, if I still have my brain in place, we will do Japanese training in the end as well. Like right now my brain is just crazy. Like I don't know. It always sounds like I'm so much complaining about my work. I don't like it. I don't like complaining much about my work. But right now, I mean, it's every day I work at least until 1 a.m. At least. And I'm starting at between 6 and 7 usually at the moment. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I just hope it will be over soon. Like we will actually find more time in the next few weeks, and I say this every week, but I still believe I'm a believing dragon that eventually next week will be better. So yeah, let's hope. Also, before we start, I'm looking into a lot of VR games right now. So we will probably have a lot of playground to play. I don't know if I should start putting the VR games on other game slots. Like right now, originally I was planning to put them on the Wednesday slot, because Wednesday is usually, we stream 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, more likely 2 to 3 hours, which is should be round about the length of most of the VR games. But I don't know about that. I mean, we were in the HoloLive room visitor, which was about an hour. I was a little bit surprised. I was like, oh no, what should I do now? But we have so many games actually in VR. I don't even really know where to start at the moment. It's a lot, and I'm buying a lot as well. You don't wanna know how much things are in in my Steam card right now. The summer sale is going on, so buying lots of games. I think right now I have about 120 or 130 euro worth of games, mostly VR games in my card. So there will be a lot. We will play a lot, and I'm thinking of maybe putting it on another day slot. But wait, what are we having for Sunday actually? And now tomorrow I will be traveling, but Sunday I don't remember what I put there. Claire Obscura. Should we replace it maybe with a VR game? I'm thinking right now, maybe. But then I still haven't figured out how everything works there. I don't know. Nah, we will stick with our schedule. We will go into Claire Obscura. I mean, I wanna see what happens if we don't go that route, you know? Will we be able to continue playing, or what's gonna happen? But there's only one way to find it out, so yeah. Okay, let's stick to Claire Obscura and hope we can make it to the boss battle there, to the other boss. Or I don't know. I still don't know. I will think about it tomorrow. If I will make like a pro and con list. What we could do, how long it takes, what else is there to do, what. Well, okay, I don't know. I already started thinking about it. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So anyway, today is reaction day, so we are having some YouTube reactions. As per usual, around 10-minute mark, we are actually starting with what we want to do. And yeah, we have several videos today. Everything is surrounding around AI and investigations and scammers with AI. So yeah, I mean, we have experience with AI ourselves. I will say this right in the beginning of the VOD, so it doesn't come off somewhere at the end or random. Vizora, me, whoever, is also using AI, obviously. We bought a lot of art from artists to use it as reference in the AI. Like, we have our own AI model for art. It's not it's not as good as the other ones out there, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's doing some art, and we usually use it for prototyping. So like in the games, for example, we don't really, like, you know, I don't want to make some weird stuff in Paint. So I'm just using AI, and I'm like, okay, let's make a character, and then let's make, I don't know, a stone. And yeah, then we put this in the game, and of course everything is marked, so we don't forget that it's AI and needs to be replaced. But basically that's what we do. And then the idea is to, at the end, go to an actual artist and request, hey, can you make a character which looks roundabout like this, but with this changed. Yeah, that's the idea. That's how we use AI. And yeah, there are also other examples, of course. We are also using AI in different places, but mostly it's prototyping. And I think this is also a good way of using it, in my personal opinion. As someone who was drawing in the past as well, I know how much work goes into it. You spend years into getting your own style of art, and actually people giving you a lot of feedback. You work on it, you know. You always improve, you always try to improve, you always look for new things, new brushes, new something. And then there's AI, which is doing exactly that in a few seconds, which is crazy. So yeah, I feel the pain, and that's probably what most of this will be today. So yeah, you have some background on me. You know what we are doing, or what I'm doing with AI. I also studied 3D modeling and game art design. So, you know, I kind of am familiar with the gaming topic. I think we have VFX. Yeah, VFX artists expose AI scams. This is the second video. So probably there I can speak a little bit more as well about what's going on, or how difficult it is to make VFX effects. Especially because there are so many different engines out there, but that's another topic. Okay, I'm speaking too much. We haven't even started yet. As per usual, everything is down in the description, in the YouTube description. So if you wanna watch one of the videos yourself, you wanna send it to your friend, want to check other videos of the creator, or give it a like, whatever you wanna do, everything is linked down in the description. So please check them out and give them a like. Maybe also subscribe them and check out their channel. And yeah, I'm talking too much. So let's get into the first video, which is from Vizora, whatever. And it's called "An AI Scammer Stole and Sold My Art." And this is crazy. I also already came across AI scammers. Obviously, I mean, there are a lot of them on Twitter. I also already met some on VGen. Like when I'm looking for art, I go to VGen or Fiverr, or I just message people directly on their profiles if they have a link on DeviantArt, for example. But there are a lot of them. It's actually crazy. One time I almost fell for it. I was already in the process of about to order, and then I was like, wait a minute, something is off. Like, something is off. And I investigated and found out it's actually someone who stole art, and then probably how it is in this case that we are watching the video, like someone stole the art of someone, put their own name on it, and then what did they do then? I think there were some AI pieces as well. I'm not 100% sure. I only remember I reported this person, and when I investigated, I was like, what the hell? There were like and they had multiple profiles on VGen with the same stuff. And I wonder if they are still around. Maybe I should check sometime. But yeah, that's my story. Okay, anyway, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. Let's get into the first video.
On Friday, May 9th, 2025 at precisely 8:13 a.m., I found this image on Pinterest. Immediately, I knew exactly what I was looking at. A stolen AI copy of my art. My art is on the left and the AI copy is on the right. What?
Wait.
It gets worse. I click art. My art is...
Yeah, actually, yeah, no. It's exactly the same. It's just a different style and a little differences, but not much. This is crazy.
Is on the left and the AI copy is on the right.
Wait, what is this thing? Do you see the brush on the white one? Look, this looks a little bit weird. Like it's not even matching, unless they. Unless it's just to show. Did they manually edit it, or is it also AI, the pen? Right, okay, let's see what's going on there.
Stolen AI copy of my art. My art is on the left and the AI copy is on the right. What? It gets worse. I clicked in and I realized they were actually trying to make money from my work. Yeah, we'll get into that in a few seconds, because I found that they actually stole over 10 copies of my art and more. So speed round really quick. Let's just look at a few great side-by-sides of my art and their AI images. Starting off strong with this one.
Yeah, this is crazy. I'm not even an artist, but I saw those things on, like, unfolding, because I almost fell into the trap. I almost fell into it. Like, it was way too cheap. It was way too cheap. It was just way too cheap, and it made me suspicious. But there were, I also found some which were not cheap. Like one which was super expensive on VGen, and then I investigated again and was like, this looks off. Because they had like different styles on, like each picture was a different style. I was like, okay, they have like a lot of people then, right? And I checked, it's only one person apparently. And then I reverse search the images and actually found the original. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, it's crazy. Some people are just crazy.
One, we can see that it's the exact same color palette, same girl, same background, same text.
It's again the pen. Look at the pen. It's not as it should be. Why is the line in the middle of it? Like, what is this? I am pretty sure the pen is AI as well. This is crazy. But yeah, it looks so similar. It just looks a little bit more Ghibli. Ghibli? Is this the right term? Yeah, probably. Damn.
Also, just a quick background as to why it says glossy jelly. So all these drawings were done with brushes that I designed, made, and tested over the years as a digital artist. And I really wanted to share my brushes with other beginner artists after realizing just how easy and just good they are to use. So you can see here in the second image where I show my brushes.
What is this? I'm laughing at the right one. Do you see those brushes? They don't make sense. Like, look at the one at the bottom. Yeah, I mean, you can see what's going on there. And what do you mean bonus? Why does it say bonus? There's nothing there. The bonus is nothing? Air? The bonus is air? Sample artwork created with these brushes. Sure.
They also did the same exact same drawing, just I think thrown inside an AI generator. Here's another one, cotton clouds, and they also have cotton clouds. I like how they didn't just generate the art, they also generated just straight up the entire page. Here is another one, and they actually did a bonus one where they changed her hair color. I guess they didn't like my green choice. And then there's this one. It is truly exactly the same. Now that's just the art. They also stole my hands. Okay, that sounds a little bit odd, but basically we know how they used AI on my art to try and sell a bootleg version of my brushes, right? But they didn't actually have videos of these bootleg brushes in action, because my guess is obviously they don't actually work. So they just scrolled through my old TikToks and used one of my old videos as proof of their product working. So this is their product page. You can see there's the little pig and the little succulent in the back. Working.
I wanna see.
So this is their...
That's a pig?
Your product page, you can see there's the little pig and the little succulent in the back. And ooh, what is this? I did upgrade though. I added some capybaras. I thought they would stop there, but nope, I was very wrong. Okay, I'll show you live just so it's a little bit easier to see, but mine's on the left and theirs is on the right. So I have a photo sample of my line art brush here, and it's funny because they also AI'd my...
Yeah, it's not the same. Or? Yeah, no, it's not the same. It looks a little bit more... You can see it at the end. Like, look at the ends of the brush. Like, most of it looks almost identical, but the end gives us away. The end of it gives us away. Yeah.
Scribbles.
Crazy.
Like, I don't know why they had to do that. So I said glossy smooth line art, and they said smooth glossy lines. And again, they AI'd these scribbles that I did, and I wrote glossy jelly flat colors brush. And
I mean, they can just copy it if it looks the same anyway. Like, why making extra work for this? Why making extra work?
Glossy blob flat colors brush. Perfect for filling in opaque flat colors, and they did ideal for solid flat colors. Extremely easy to use and very simple to use.
Wait, but if you buy them, will they work, or is it just like a virus you are downloading?
So again, like the art, I feel like they just saved this image, threw it in an AI generator, and then they just got
because brushes, you usually, you know, they like, how did they get them? Did they buy hers and then just sell it as their own, or did they actually made a brush pack, you know, with AI.
I don't know. This is all pretty crazy to me. And this leads to the big question. Do the brushes even work? And are
I should have just... It's the usual. I ask a question and then a minute later, a few seconds later, it gets answered.
Are they even good? I know you probably want me to test out their AI slop brushes, but to be honest, and I hope you can sympathize with me, I don't really feel like giving the person who stole my art, brushes, and work any money, but I have some good...
Wait, do I have Clip Paint Studio installed? No, I don't. Damn it. Okay, I was about to say, okay, let's do this ourselves.
Good pieces of evidence that reveal no, they do not work. Number one, the AI art itself. So the AI images were generated from my
Clip Paint Studio or Studio? Wait, I have to Google. I don't even remember. I haven't used this in so long. Clip Paint Studio. Oh no, it's still there. Ta-da! I love this software so much. I really need a drawing tablet again. I really want to draw, but yeah, it's expensive. I had the choice between a VR headset or a drawing tablet, and I chose the VR headset. Yeah, I got a permanent version of it. Wait. I think I have to unregister the version on my laptop so I can use it on my PC, because I don't know if I still have licenses left for other devices. Well, okay, anyway, I'm getting off the rail, so let's get back to the video.
Art, meaning the brushes that they're trying to sell obviously were not used to draw this. And these are all different brush sets that they're trying to sell you, but if you look at their AI images, they're just all the same boring pixelated images.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it clearly because it looks like, how do you call this texture thing? You know, it's like you have like a flat and clear image, but AI is always like, you have a lot of, you know, it looks like, how do you call those things that you put on the floor? English. Carpet color. I need to prove my point now, because now that I read it, it sounds a bit weird. But it looks like a carpet. You know what I mean? Look. It looks like this. Well, this is really pixelated now, but I think you get what I mean. Like, it looks like this. Like a carpet. And you can see it. You see it? Do you see it? That's how you identify AI art. AI art is a carpet. It's crazy.
Not actually drawn from different brushes.
Look here, there's no carpet, it's flat. Meanwhile here, carpet. Flat, carpet. Flat, carpet. Okay, I'm sorry.
Number two, the brush preview. On my original brush set pages, I put up a preview of what all my brushes look like. So you can see they're all quite different. They all have their own unique shape and size to create a specific look or aesthetic. Theirs, on the other hand, all of them look exactly the same. Actually, this one, their brushes are different, but unfortunately that is because they just took my image. I think maybe they forgot to AI it. Yeah, truly no shame. Oh, you can still see how they screenshotted and the arrows are still there. And this is when I realized it expanded way just beyond this one scenario, because there's other people who just take my drawings exactly and use it to promote their store. But when
Oh no, she's about to find out. Oh no.
Actually click to visit the site, it just takes you to this pretty sketchy looking website that I guess thankfully doesn't sell knockoffs of my brushes. But this scam of where people use AI art to try and sell brushes has actually been around for quite a while now, unfortunately. And I've made a few TikToks about it when I first found out, but generally again, the premise of this scam is the scammer promises you that their brushes will help you draw these amazing drawings, but the drawing...
Wait, what was that? But you can just, you know...
TikToks about it when I first found out.
Those TikToks. Maybe you can put your name in the middle or something. You know, somewhere where they cannot remove it. And then if they steal it, it's obvious. Because suddenly there's a black thing in the middle, or there's like a, you know, to like cover the name, or to or they will just use it, and everyone is like, wait, who's this person they are tagging? It's someone else. You know, I think that would be kind of the best. Just put your name in the middle of it.
But generally, again, the premise of this scam is the scammer promises you that their brushes will help you draw these amazing drawings, but the drawings are either AI or stolen. And how do I know that they're stolen? Well, if you go to their homepage, they have some time lapses, which I guess they just put here to make you think that they drew these. But if we do an easy Google reverse image search, we can see that these artworks were stolen off Chinese illustrators on Pixiv and TikTok. So the time lapse that I put in the corner is
how did they do the
what they include in their homepage, and on the big screen is me just trying to find the original artist, which I think is this person on Pixiv. Beautiful, and we can see that there are. By
the way, pro tip: if you this sounds like I'm a evil person, but if you need cheap art which looks good, usually people in China are doing it. They are really good, and they are usually cheaper than the West. Pro tips. Or Indonesia is good as well. I mean, for them it's a lot of money, but for us Europeans or Americans, it's like cheaper. I don't wanna call it cheap, because it's still, you know, you still pay a good amount of money, but it's cheaper than the West. Like you pay half of what you would pay another artist in Europe, for example. Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Matches the style of this image. This is another one that I just found really quick. This one was on Chinese TikTok, and it is the exact same photo that they put in the website too.
But how did they make the time lapse? Wait, maybe there's an AI for it. Maybe you can ask AI, hey, show me how you paint this image. But then it would just do some random stuff, no? Oh, I don't know. AI improved a lot, but I never heard of any of that, to be honest. Like, I can get scammed by that. If I would see those time lapses, I would be like, oh, it's legit. Actually, I would have fallen for it.
Neighborhood Artist made a great video going more into depth about this, so definitely give their video a watch too. Which leads me to my next point, which is AI basically just ruined the internet. And also...
Yeah.
Start off with YouTube because it's my favorite platform, and we're already here chilling on YouTube. So let's get right into it.
AI?
I think AI has kind of ruined YouTube. Like AI music, as someone who absolutely loves lo-fi relaxing instrumentals, I actively now have to search for playlists and channels who say that they are not AI.
Wait, what? They are AI lo-fi, but is it good? Wait, lo-fi AI music. Oh, damn. Ooh. Wait, but is it good? I wanna find something. Remember when lo-fi hip-hop still sounded like this? I'm saying AI, and I'm getting all the non-AI ones. Music GBT. What is music GBT? Oh, AI music. Okay, let's see. But it sounds normal. It sounds normal to me. Is this really AI? Or did the AI compose like the background, or... Wait. Ghibli coffee shop. Music to put to the lo-fi songs to relax. It doesn't say AI. No AI. Look, I'm looking for AI. Give me AI. Ah! I want to listen how they actually sound like. Whoa. Then no AI. Is this AI? I don't know. I actually don't know. Wait. Lo-fi music with AI. Maybe this way I can find it. Okay. Are all of them AI? It doesn't. There's no disclaimer that it is AI. That's why I'm looking so hard for it. Create your own model. No, I don't wanna create my lo-fi AI channel. Chill hop music lo-fi AI create. Okay, this one is probably AI. Is it good? But it sounds normal to me. Like, why are people hating on it? If it sounds good, it sounds good. It's okay. No? It might be a hot take, but you know, for me, if it sounds good, I don't mind that much. Like, obviously, humans like to do this as well. But if it sounds the same, then you don't need to hate on it. Just let them be. I mean, people who want to listen to it, they will listen to it. And if not, then not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take, but I think it's okay. Like, you can also listen to both. Just listen. Like, if it sounds shitty, you know, if it doesn't sound good, no one will listen to it anyway. My personal opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not. I mean, feel free to let me know if I'm saying some weird stuff right now. If I'm being unreasonable dragon right now. But for me, it's okay. I don't know.
Because there's just no way that I'm going to listen to one.
Wait, there are so many videos on this, and I didn't saw them when I was researching.
Hour of AI music. I'm not a musician, so I don't want to speak on their behalf, but I'm sure it's equally as frustrating for musicians and producers to deal with the rise of AI music. There are a few great videos here as well going more into depth about AI music, so definitely give those a watch.
Okay, that's the issue. Well, I mean, I see the issue, yes, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, maybe we can just mark things as AI and not AI, and then it's better like that, you know. Maybe that would be better. Just mark it as AI or not AI, and then people can choose themselves what they would like to listen to. I don't know.
Watch too. Literally out of spite, I tried to produce a lo-fi music playlist. I kid you not, it turned out so bad.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so all you real humans out here producing music, you have all my respect. Next up, the faceless YouTube channels and AI thumbnails. I watched Curtis Connor's video.
Oh no. Yeah, the Mr. Beast drama. I heard about it. I'm not a fan of this as well. Like, I don't know. Did you saw this? Wait. This is fully new. Let me show you. Mr. Beast AI. In case you haven't heard of it yet. We have, which one do we take? Should we just, let's take the first video. Let's just, okay, let's watch it afterwards. But let's watch it afterwards, you know. But I think it's a crazy situation. Like, he made an AI for his product, which is basically replacing your the faces in our image. You can just go thumbnail hunting and be like, oh, I want this thumbnail, put my face on it, and the AI will do it. It's actually insane. Like, I'm not a fan of this.
On this where he talked about AI faceless channels, and one thing that he said in particular that I also really stand by is
I really just love YouTube as an art form, and I think honestly some of the best pieces of art I've ever seen have been like on this website.
So many of my favorite creators are YouTubers, and they began creating solely because of passion. So to see that YouTube is now filled with AI videos where people are solely creating it to try and make $9,000 every month really just kind of sucks. And this leads me to the statement that I will stand by forever, which is AI has just ruined the internet. And I know that sounds a little bit dramatic, but if you think about it, Pinterest is now full full of AI. Twitter, or X, is literally an AI machine. I don't even want to get started with Facebook. And I think it's a little bit easier to filter out AI on Instagram.
I agree. Yeah, I feel this. Every time you are looking for artists now, even on selling websites, it's always a lot of work, because first you deal with AI scammers. Then there are people who are trying to sell you just AI art itself, and you need to filter out the people. And to do that, you know, you see something, you are like, oh, this looks good. You go on the profile and you have to start investigating before you order, because you don't know if it's real or not. And yeah, it's just difficult.
I'm on TikTok, but it's definitely still there. I just feel like it's permeated every single aspect of the creative industry, from music to film, and it's only going to get worse. And honestly,
I mean, I still stand by my point. Like with music, I think if people just market as AI or not AI, even with art actually, just market accordingly. Like, this is AI, this is not AI, I only do AI, I only do non-AI. I do sometimes AI, and this is AI, and this is not, you know. Marking the content as AI or not AI would be fine. Like, putting filters in place so you can avoid it or not avoid it. And then everything is fine. I mean, I get the point. I am not a big fan of AI art as well, even though I use it for prototyping. But it's impossible to stop. So it's better, you know, it's better to find or create a solution than just complaining about the issue. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it will never stop. Even if we ban all AI, there will still be people doing it. It doesn't matter, because everyone has access to it. Everyone can do whatever they want. Like, you can, like, nowadays you can create a freaking AI image on your freaking phone. You know, it takes longer than on your PC, obviously, but no one is stopping you from doing it. So yeah. Okay, that was my hot take.
I feel like it has, which brings me back to this tiny little video that you just happened to click on, titled AI Stole My Art. But I'd like to argue that it didn't just steal my art, it stole many others as well. And not just art, other things like a 1-hour video probably can't even cover. Now, I always like to end off my videos with a somewhat positive note. So to try and resolve this problem, I messaged the scammer hoping that they take the listings down, and I don't know if they'll even respond. Hi, they do end up replying, and I'll show the response. But really quick, you might be wondering, well, what can we do about AI?
By the way, I really love the capybara. It looks so cute.
And I'll show the response, but really quick, you might be wondering, well, what can we do about AI? Because I feel like I just threw a lot of negativity at you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I already spoke about it, but yeah, I mean, in my opinion, we cannot stop it anyway. So let's just work around it, put filters in place. If you don't like it, you can avoid it, and hopefully people will respect it and use it properly as well. And so, yeah, that's my suggestion on this topic. Like, filters, putting filters in place, you cannot avoid it anyway, so yeah.
We gotta, you know, bring it up a little bit. So personally, I found myself trying to combat AI by really pushing and exploring my own creativity. So I completely designed and drew this coloring book and have it published on Amazon. After seeing that there are so many AI generated coloring books on Amazon.
Oh my god, this looks awful, by the way. Look at this.
I generated coloring books on Amazon.
I saw art like this so often, and it's so irritating. Like, look. It's so random. It's so random. Why are the, like, look at the flowers. There's no structure to the flowers. There's a random thing over here. Then, what the hell is that? Do you see this? Why is the scarf up here? Do you see that? Why is it up here? It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Also, the wool is randomly in the room, or kind of randomly in the room. There's suddenly grass growing out of the bed or whatever this is supposed to be. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like I see this and I don't like it. I'm sorry, I was ranting. That's true.
There's also such thing as AI crochet and crochet patterns. So me, my mom, and my grandma actually came together to create this super cute capybara crochet pattern. So tested and made by 100% humans. I think it's just these little things that we can do and enjoy that make our online and in-person experiences just a little bit better and less artificial. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm so sorry. I did this without a script.
Fine.
Okay, but anyways, yes. Thank you for waiting. So they did reply and I'll read the response and you can form your own judgment as to what they said. And actually, while this was happening, I actually found 2 more accounts trying to do—
No. And wait, this is... Well, how is this platform called again? This is like a marketplace where a lot of people are selling this stuff. It has like an orange icon, right? Was it orange? I think it was orange. What was the name? I forgot the name of the platform. Right, that's fine.
Do the exact same thing, and we'll get into that later because we got to look at the response first. So,
I'm scared.
They said, I truly apologize for the misunderstanding. I did use your title name because I liked it and found it inspiring. I didn't know it would upset you. I genuinely didn't mean to cause any trouble. Please know that the brushes I'm selling are my own creations made entirely by me. I'm not reselling your work or anyone else's.
Sure.
I will remove the listing's name and I will redesign the photos, and I hope this clears up the situation. Again, I sincerely apologize for the unintentional mistake.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just needed a pause. It's fine.
I appreciate your understanding. Best regards. All has been deleted. I'm sorry for using your title, and please know that the brushes I'm selling are my own creations made entirely by me. I am not reselling your work. Yeah, so that was their response.
Sure.
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it was made entirely by him or her in the eye. Can you see that? Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
And I do have a few side notes. They said, I didn't know it would upset you. I don't know about you, but I feel like the extent of what they did, they should know that what they did would upset the person that they stole from.
Probably.
I am not reselling your work or anyone else's. Although I might believe this because their brush previews are definitely not my brushes, it is still considered a scam because the AI art was not drawn from their brushes. So I don't know if their argument has much support there, but I don't know. I will remove the listing's name and I will redesign the photos. I don't know what exactly redesign the photos entail since they're just AI generated. So this could mean that they're going to find someone else's art and AI that instead. I really don't know. I sincerely apologize for the unintentional mistake. Saying this was an unintentional mistake did make me raise an eyebrow just because saving all my images, putting it through a generator, then copy and pasting my listings and posting the listings and then buying ads for the listings strikes me more intentional than not. I really don't know. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but do you think that this was an unintentional mistake?
No.
I'm sorry for using your title. They keep saying they're sorry for plagiarizing my title rather than stealing the art, which makes me a little bit nervous that they'll continue to generate AI images, but just make the text
they
different.
Probably also have more than one page up, right? Because if you report them on the website, they might get taken down, so they create multiple profiles. Probably also with different persons. Because, I mean, it's crazy.
Okay, that's all the side notes I'll do, but overall, they did take down the listings, and at this point, I don't know what their new redesigned photos will look like, but I hope they know where I'm coming from and won't continue to steal my art or other people's art and just AI-ify it. But for now, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and believe that they've understood their mistake and just won't do it again. Now, I said previously, I found 2 more accounts on Etsy doing the exact same thing with the exact same photos, which makes me suspect that it's just the same person. So
probably mine, theirs.
Messaged them again and said I suspect it's them just under a different name and asked them to take down those listings.
Etsy, that was the name of this store page.
At the time that I'm recording this voiceover, I don't know if they have, but hopefully they did.
No worries, she's my sister. I'm sorry. No, she's my sister and she's helping me to design some brushes. Sure. I suggested to use the same title. I will let her know about this and she will delete it. Thank you. There's no way. There's just no freaking way. It's there's my sister. Sure. Yeah. Again, they're talking about using the title as opposed to generating all the AI images for my art. Yeah, this is crazy. I was wondering if it's actually their sister or they just wanted to put the blame on someone else, you know? Yeah. It was the dog.
So wrap up, this just really hit.
Sorry, the dog ate the AI art. Don't worry about it. He already ate it.
It's the nail on the head that as creatives, there's just so little that we can do when it comes to situations like these because it will keep happening. Yeah. And many times we don't even know that they are. So support artists any way that you can, you know, giving them a like, leaving a nice comment, supporting their artwork online or at events. Trust me, it will make their day. So yeah, I guess I did manage to end off this video on a somewhat positive note. And I want to make this very clear. This video was not made as an opportunity to attack, rather to inform and just show the reality of what being a creative nowadays looks like. Okay, that is all I have to say for now. The retainer, the Invisalign, is back on, so my lisp is back, and I'm gonna be embarrassed to do more voiceovers. So this is truly the end now. I think I yapped for like 10 minutes, so thank you if you stayed all the way here. You are the best. And that's all for me right now. Bye. Wow, that was a true voice crack. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what was the voice crack at the end? Damn. But this was a good video. It's nice to see this from someone who's actually professionally drawing, because I personally only know the consumer perspective, and it's also annoying to, you know, double check every freaking image to see if they are actually scammers or not, and then you also have to see, are they having the carpet patterns or not? And yeah, and nowadays I don't know, like, because I haven't bought any art for a long time now. Like, or prototyping AI/AI we use for art sometimes to, you know, showcases, or, you know, like my model, for example, was ISO through this. Like, I was giving the AI descriptions, and then I went to Fiverr and was like, hey, here are some images round about how I imagine it to be, the model, the update, and then they made their own piece out of it. Like, they draw it, and then they help me designing it properly. And yeah, I think for prototyping it's great, but not for, you know, selling. Like, if you really want to sell it, then at least say it's AI. Then at least tell people that it's AI, and they will pay for something that they will probably, someone is generating with a few clicks, you know. I know that AI can also be tricky to handle, you know. You need to know how to use it properly to make a good piece, and it might take 10 generations or whatever, but I mean, it's not work. Like, people spend hours, days on a drawing, and you are there making it in maximum 1 hour. So yeah. But yeah, as a consumer, it's also annoying. Like, I would appreciate filters for that. Like, filters that, so you can actually see, okay, I want AI art, or I don't want AI art, or I want to listen to AI music, or I don't want to listen to AI music. Like, don't put it in the title. Make an actual filter where you can select what you want, and hope that people will actually use it properly. And I don't know, maybe implement a rule on the platform that if you don't label it properly, your content gets removed. I don't know. So yeah, okay. Anyway, this was my yap about it. Now to the Mr. Beast situation with the thumbnails. So this is also crazy. You can already see I already watched this video. But okay, let's go with another one. There's one from 20 hours ago from Internet Anarchist. So let's see what's going on there. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you will see. If you don't know this, if you don't know about it yet, it's actually a crazy situation.
What's the actual And he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into. AI was one of the many responses to Mr. Beast's catastrophic launch of his AI thumbnail.
Yeah, it takes so long to make a thumbnail. Like, I mean, I make thumbnails as well, and you know, sometimes I reuse the avatars because obviously I don't wanna go every single time into the my 3D software to make a new thumbnail. But like usually once or twice a month, depending on how many times I need it. Sometimes I also make custom thumbnails. But I go into my software, make a lot of screenshots from different angles sometimes as well. And then you still spend a lot of time finding the right one to make your thumbnail. You want to make it more exciting. Sometimes you put effects. Sometimes you put, you know, I mean, we can look at my thumbnails actually. Why am I even talking? Like you can see sometimes, especially for the videos sometimes, like you can see here, like I'm sitting on the van over there, or I don't know, I'm lying in the background. You know, sometimes I build myself into thumbnails as well. Usually it's custom. And it takes a long time. You need to find the right image, then you need to find the right post, and you need to add stuff. You need sometimes to change the colors a little bit and stuff like that. So it also takes a lot of time for thumbnail making. Especially bigger YouTubers spend a good amount of money on thumbnails. Like going in the thousands for one thumbnail. Or multiple thumbnails. And sometimes they buy like 3 different thumbnails and then they change it during the day to see which one works the best, which one is generating the best amount of clicks in a specific period of time. And yeah, so it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Like stealing thumbnails is one of the worst things you can do. It's the same, like it's the same as AI art, in my opinion. It's the same as AI art, just that you are doing it more intentional. You are doing it out of actual not good reason. Like you are actually aware of what you are doing with what you are doing. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Generator app, which has turned almost the whole internet against him once again. Let's be honest, Mr. Beast made it clear the type of man he is when he partnered with Logan Paul and KSI. Mr. Beast ruined YouTube along with the Paul brothers. I already didn't like Mr. Beast, now I really don't like Mr. Beast.
Damn.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking into the most recent controversy surrounding none other than Mr. Beast and his disastrous AI thumbnail.
I need to put this in the description. I just noticed we are reacting to a video which was originally not planned, and we will probably react to the full version of it. So you will see what's going on now. This is my YouTube description. Hello. Where is here? So second video, and then we put it there, and this is now the third, and this is now the fourth. There we go. Okay, it's updated.
Generator launch. Mr. Beast is YouTube's poster boy, the platform's most subscribed creator, and the first channel new users see. Yet, even at the top, he's spent the past year dodging controversy, facing a mix of proven slip-ups and shaky allegations that keep pulling him back into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Throughout 2025, Mr. Beast stayed out of controversy for the most part. However, a tweet he posted in June.
For some reason, Mr. Beast is always getting into controversy around this time of the year. I remember last year I went to Gamescom and I was joking about the big Mr. Beast poster at Gamescom because I was like, oh, it's funny that they have him here. And now it's the same. Like, it's not Gamescom yet, but we are there in a few months, you know. I don't know. Like, How is this possible?
And turned everyone against him yet again. For some context,
Will
back in 2024, Mr. Beast announced the launch
again?
of his website ViewStats, which was a competitor to sites like Social Blade, which allow users to access the public analytics of their favorite YouTubers. Within ViewStats, there was also an optional paid subscription, which just provided tools that helped creators find good topics for videos and keep track of other competitor channels in their niche. Fast forward to the 20th of June in the present year, Mr. Beast would announce the launch of his AI thumbnail generator tool on X, with a now deleted tweet that read, "ViewStats just dropped AI thumbnails, and it takes the guesswork out of what thumbnails will perform. Just prompt what you're looking for, and it will generate a data-backed viral thumbnail." Along with this announcement, a video was posted across social media of Jimmy explaining how to use the tool and its many borderline unethical features.
Oh, is this the video?
There's a new way to make professional-looking viral.
This is the video. The demonstration video. Oh god.
Thumbnails
so
with
bad.
zero Photoshop
Look at this.
experience. And the best part is, this new method works in
Not this, but he will actually...
every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your...
Look, do you see this? Do you see this? It's literally stealing thumbnails. Look. It's literally stealing thumbnails. Look, it's him.
Being able to put your face on...
Like, what is this? It's literally stealing a thumbnail. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. I hate it. I hate it so much.
On a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating.
The wording...
It is cheating. It feels like cheating because it is.
Literally feels like cheating.
I'm sorry. I'm having a little crash out.
It rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, as just putting your face on someone else's thumbnail, even without AI, is basically cheating.
Yeah.
And an issue that Mr. Beast had brought attention to in the past, with a tweet that read, "The largest channel in Russia just takes my thumbnails and photoshops his face on mine." Now, AI generating a face on the thumbnail seems to be the next level of sliminess, which is concerning to see be promoted by the biggest and most influential creator on the platform. But the video just gets worse, as Jimmy makes the claim that you can just type in any channel name and take inspiration from their style.
Yeah, take inspiration. Yeah,
with the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube.
This is actually crazy. I saw that people complain about
the AI tool where you can type in
the channel thumbnails there. Like, apparently he didn't ask anyone of having their image in his promotional video.
Any channel on all of YouTube, and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generated.
What's ironic about that clip is that on screen, when displaying the channels you can copy the style of, he shares Penguin Zero's channel, a creator known for not even adding custom thumbnails to his videos in the first place. Seeing this, I decided to attempt to generate a Penguin Zero style thumbnail for this video I'm creating to see what happened. The results it generated were interesting to...
It's Charlie! Look! It's Charlie. Controversy. But this is... It's scary how accurate it actually is. It's scary.
Say the least. Later in the demonstration video, Mr. Beast utilizes the tool himself to generate a thumbnail of his own style, and despite the results likely being cherry-picked, it was still awful.
For example, let's say you're Mr. Beast. You would just type in Mr. Beast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail.
It's not even him.
With me dangling on the side of a volcano.
Out of curiosity, I decided to try the exact prompt Mr. Beast used during the video to see if I would get a similar result. And on a first attempt, it didn't even let me generate the thumbnail.
Why?
Upon trying and waiting a second time, it worked, and the results were just about as bad as you might expect.
Yeah. I mean, if I would see it on my smartphone, I might not notice because it's like a small screen, you know? You don't really see it, but like that... Yeah. Well, I feel like people who are aware of AI will notice it, but people who are not really aware of it, they don't see any difference, to be honest.
Later in the video, Jimmy continues to show examples of the thumbnail generator, even flexing how it doesn't need to steal, take inspiration from other creators.
Say you don't want to take inspiration from a YouTube channel, you don't have to. As you can see here, I have a very descriptive prompt describing a Minecraft block that is glowing rainbow colors and vibrant Minecraft grass with trees in the background.
But where is it taking the data from?
With no YouTube inspiration. So now let's hit generate, and I think you're gonna be impressed with what this comes up with. I have not altered this in any way. Look at this thumbnail it came up with. That is actually insane. All from one single prompt and no inspiration from any other.
Wait, but there are other images there. Wait, do you see this?
That is actually insane.
This is not the first generation, no?
All from what?
Look, there are other images. But it looks almost the same. It looks pretty much the same. Is it generating more than one image, or is it the same image on the left as well? Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
One single prompt and no inspiration from any other channel.
That thumbnail actually looked kind of nice, so I decided to run the same exact prompt in MrBeast's thumbnail generator to see what results I would get as a normal user. And to say the result was disappointing would be...
Yeah. At least it looks like Minecraft. At least it looks like Minecraft.
In understatement. I mean, what happened to the perspective of this image? Something that rubbed me the wrong way with this whole video was how MrBeast presents this tool as a complete solution for thumbnails, and makes it seem like by using the tool, you will automatically go viral.
You can type literally anything you want and it will generate a thumbnail for you.
I can't wait to see all the AI things on YouTube with MrBeast thumbnails.
In a style that will make a viral YouTube video.
MrBeast would even demonstrate a feature where you can just link any YouTube video and copy the thumbnail.
3, to show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool, you could also copy a
I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm not a fan of this at all. Like, I see so many red flags in this. So many. It's actually insane.
URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change in the thumbnail. To demonstrate, I have this F1 thumbnail with an F1 car. And so in the prompt, I'm just gonna simply type in, change F1 car to minivan. That is all I'm typing in. I'm gonna hit generate. Let's see what it produces. And boom, it's done. Bro, I'm not even joking. Look, it swapped out the F1 race car for a minivan. That was it. I just typed in a prompt and it swapped it. This is crazy.
The way he hyped up that thumbnail was crazy, especially considering it is literally something that could be done in less time than the thumbnail takes to generate in Photoshop, as it's just swapping out the PNG of an F1 car for a van. But the video only gets worse, as the next feature Jimmy shows off is literally designed to steal someone else's thumbnail and slap your face on it. The exact thing Jimmy spoke out about in the past when it happened to him.
If you really like the thumbnail you're generating, but not the face on it, don't worry, we have this face swap tool that you can click, upload a face you do like, and it will instantly swap it onto the thumbnail. To show you how simple this is, I'm gonna take a photo of my face, okay? I'm now gonna hit face swap and take the thumbnail from this to this automatically.
If you watched closely in that clip, you would see that the thumbnail he claims to be the result of the face swap was actually the original output prior to the swap. The thumbnail he displayed as the before didn't even exist in the previous generation. While this could be chalked up to a simple editing error, it is still misleading, and based on the amount of time that was shown on screen, I have a feeling they knew what was going on.
Yeah.
MrBeast closes off the video with a bold statement that this is the future of thumbnails.
I hope
and
not.
that it's officially over for graphic designers.
On and on, but this is the future of YouTube thumbnails. No more complicated Photoshop and having to get a
But it's fun sometimes, you know? For me, personally, making the thumbnails is fine. Like, usually, I make the thumbnails once a week, so I make it at the beginning of the week. I search everything, and then I make the thumbnail, and it's fun. Like, once you are getting into it, it's fun doing them. Like, if I can imagine if you do every day a different thumbnail, it might be annoying, but doing them in a row just like that, it's nice.
HD and how to edit things and
I'm
figure out what
pretty sure there are a lot of people enjoying making thumbnails as well.
And buttons do. Now you can literally just type into a prompt what you want and it'll give it to you.
Immediately after the announcement went live, MrBeast began receiving massive amounts of backlash, including a tweet from YouTube legend Jacksepticeye, who previously got into controversy when he stated that YouTube changed for the worse and that he doesn't like MrBeast and thought he was ruining YouTube.
Damn.
Did you say YouTube changed for the worse? Yes. Now, Jack.
Let's verify that
I
first.
just know. Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast? No. Jack. Do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? Yes.
Damn.
Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
Well, it's a valid point. It's a valid point, actually. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are still having fun. I don't know. Yeah. No, okay. No, I see what you mean. I see what he means, but yeah, I still believe it's still. I mean, how do I say this? A lot of people still watch Mr. Beast because they are having fun, you know. But I see his points, like. But it's not just Mr. Beast. It's not just him. It's also other people. I don't know. I don't want to defend Mr. Beast, but I believe everyone has their own opinion. Like, everyone has their own favorite YouTuber, so I don't know if this should be taken so seriously. Like, you know, not putting it like on the scale too much. I would not put it on the scale too much. So, yeah.
Jack's tweet reaffirmed this, stating, "What the actual F?" And he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into. FAI. This tweet was in response to how Mr. Beast used Jack's channel logo as an example of channels his AI can clone. Jack's tweet would go viral, garnering over 24 million views and supportive comments, with even Dan TDM calling it quote depressing, and popular YouTuber Point Crow pointing out rules for thee but not for me, in reference to when Mr. Beast complained about this issue in the past. Something Mr. Beast states multiple times is that his tool is intended to quote level the playing field, you know, to help smaller creators who are starting out to be able to make better content and grow faster. However, funnily enough, this tool costs $79.99 a month. So it definitely seems more targeted towards already successful channels. Also, you can literally buy ChatGPT Premium for $9 a month and have similar, if not better capabilities when it comes to generating images. AI thumbnail generators are nothing new. Tools like Pixels have existed a while before Mr. Beast launched his. The difference now is that Mr. Beast is marketing these tools to the general public and completely normalizing the usage of them in a way that seems to reduce creative jobs rather than empower creators. Within 24 hours after the immense backlash he already received, Mr. Beast deleted his announcement tweet, and the Drama Alert promotion video was also removed, likely in an effort to reduce the controversy and silence the outrage. Mr. Beast would also make the decision to engage directly with one of his most vocal critics, Point Crow, who revealed in a tweet that Mr. Beast had reached out to him personally, tweeting, "Had a chat with Mr. Beast about his AI thumbnail creation tool. And while I'm uncertain what will be happening moving forward, I voiced my thoughts directly to him. Great idea to want to make content creation more accessible, but this isn't remotely the solution to that, and fundamentally hurts creators as a whole," where Mr. Beast responded by promising to update the app to only let face swap work on your own thumbnails, stating, "I appreciate the feedback. I love the YouTube community more than anyone can remotely comprehend. Already working on changes, like face swap should only be used to swap your face on your thumbnail, obviously not others. And overall, I'll build this more in a way to be an inspiration for artists, a tool they can use and not replace them. Very good feedback. My goal..."
Yeah, I like, if it's only your own channel, I think it's fine. What could work technically, it's something similar as I did for our own AI, like buying actually art, but instead of buying actually art, you are checking with thumbnail artists, for example, and seeing if they would be willing to make, you know, templates for them so that the AI can use it and then learn from it, you know. That's what they could do. They could ask artists, "Hey, are you interested? We would pay you this and this amount." Maybe even, you know, giving them like a monthly payout based on how many times their art was referenced by the AI or stuff like this. Things like this are possible. Like, you can say, "Hey, like every time your AI is being, your images is being used, you get, I don't know, 0.01 cents or something like that, you know." so that when the AI used your thumbnail as reference for something 10 times, then it you get a cent out of it. And I know this sounds like oh, you never get a full dollar out of this, but if you have a lot of users on your platform and it's just a reference, because an AI is using more than 100 images for a reference in one generation. That's why it's so sloppy. That's why it's having a freaking carpet texture. Like it's using a lot of references in one image. Like I'm pretty sure you can, with a platform with like this, you can easily earn like $50 per day just by the AI using your reference. Maybe I'm a little bit too optimistic in this, I don't know, but I think things like this could work technically. But the most important thing, as it's the same in AI art as well, is that the people which art is being used know about it. They should know that their thing is being used, maybe also getting paid out by it, you know, when it's being used. And yeah. I mean, I really say my opinion about this sometimes, but that's one solution how you can do it, you know.
Goal with ViewStats is to build tools to level the playing field between people like me with 300 employees and new creators that can't afford a small army. Mr. Beast's response was met with even more backlash, with Dark Viper AU stating, wanting to level the playing field between those with 300 employees and those without means you want to make those 300 people redundant, meaning they won't have jobs. Seems like your tool is designed to enable firing your artists while getting $50 from everyone else. Out of touch, evil genius move. Overall, Mr. Beast has been receptive to the feedback, as Mudahas—
I mean, overall it's true, yeah. Overall it's true. But I mean, in my own world, maybe I don't know, I'm living in Rainbow Land, but in my own world, AI will not be able to replace people at any point. Like there will always be people who prefer humans. And maybe there will be a time where you can choose between human and AI what you prefer, because they are literally the same. But I like to believe that humans will still choose humans over AI. That's my own perception. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe you do a weird mix of it. I don't know. But that's what I like to believe.
Suggested he build ViewStats into a system for creators to get in touch with actual artists, to which Mr. Beast seemed open to the idea. Whilst Mr. Beast has removed his promotions,
what did he say?
To which Mr. Beast—
if you want to do something cool for ViewStats, maybe having a system where if a creator likes a certain thumbnail, we can easily interact with the artist who you guys can verify and then commission. Same with the editors. Yeah, actually, this is a good system. Yeah, this sounds really cool, actually.
Beast seemed open to the idea. Whilst Mr. Beast has removed his promotional post for the AI thumbnail generator, the tool itself still exists and is accessible through ViewStats. Despite the hate and controversy that spawned from this, Mr. Beast likely made and will continue to make a ton of money from this tool, and there's not a real incentive to actually make the changes he promised.
Like, I'm pretty sure all the crazy, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of AI companies, you know, who are literally the whole day, people, I don't know, they hire people to make AI videos and they generate like hundreds of videos every day, probably. Okay, maybe not hundreds, but you get what I mean. They are generating more videos than anyone can watch, basically. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of companies like this. They just buy this tool and then are like, here, you have thumbnails, you have this now. Like, it's, yeah. I don't like it. Like the AI slob, as it was mentioned, is insane. It's insane. But yeah, okay. Anyway, with this, we will now go to the third video, not the second anymore, the third one. And it's called VFX Artists Expose AI Scams. It's from Corridor Crew. And I'm really interested in this, especially because I kind of studied this kind of field. So I'm interested how they are faking or like making VFX scams. Like, are they stealing it? Are they using AI? It should be AI because it says AI scams, but how can you make a VFX out of AI? Wouldn't it be like super weird? Like super sloppy? But maybe I'm living under a rock. I don't know. I'm not living on the mountain. I'm living under it, you know. But yeah, let's see.
Scams. There's no question scams are becoming more and more sophisticated.
Generative AI amplifying the threat of disinformation.
Thieves can use AI to do voice cloning and create
deepfake
videos.
This is
Experts say
crazy.
It's time for a wake-up call.
These days, with visual effects becoming easier and easier to do, more and more people are using it. These days,
What is
visual
that?
effects becoming easier
What?
and easier to do.
It's like a face swap?
More and more people are using it to try to scam.
But are they actually good? Are they actually good? Like, I imagine it to be really bad because you are just cropping out a face, no? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Your grandma, grandpa, or just regular
Voice
old mom and
scams,
dad
yes, they are
into giving
crazy.
them money. So in this episode, we're going to show you what is out there, what's fake storefronts, fake products, fake Elon Musk.
What was that?
We're going to show
A
you
gorilla
what is out
coach.
there, what's fake storefronts,
Yeah.
fake products.
What is this? Yeah, this is AI actually. You can even see it. It looks funny. Like I would buy this couch, but this is unfortunately AI. What is this? I would buy this. I would buy this. I would sit into it. In
Fake
this.
Elon Musk's. We're going to show you how to spot the fakes and how to keep your grandma from losing her bitcoins.
But also,
Damn.
hopefully teach you a little bit about how to avoid them yourself.
Okay, let's see.
Especially over the last year, AI-generated video has really become more and more of a thing. Some of these you can tell right off the bat that they're fake, such as this one.
I love this one. It's like was it Snoop Dogg eating spaghetti or something like that? Yeah.
2 beef. Okay. One hell of a one.
Oh damn!
Wow. It's Gordon Ramsay.
You know, that's kind of fun. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone would believe that that video is real.
Nah,
People
this is real.
understand
This is 100% real. I saw this. I saw it with my own eyes.
physics enough to know that, like, you're not just gonna spawn spaghetti sauce out of a pan forever.
Yes.
Now, what if...
I do this every day. That's how I cook. That's why I need an hour for cleaning everything every day.
it was slightly more malicious?
Damn. Hey,
I
this
think most
actually
people
looks
can see this
crazy.
and be like, okay, I don't think this is real, but this is starting to get a little bit more into that territory of like realistic.
Yeah,
I mean, there are people
yeah.
out there that could believe that that is true.
Yeah, can I show you what some of those people look like?
Yeah, the boomers.
Search results for Barron Trump sings about his dad.
Yeah,
What?
so that's not real. That was a robot that was singing.
That is Barron Trump's image.
Yeah, but that's his image. See what I'm saying? Like, I've never encountered a person like that, but the moment
Yeah.
I watched this video, I was like, I gotta do this deep.
Yeah, I think, yeah, and I'm pretty sure there are also older people who are aware of the AI slop out there. But like, if you are unfamiliar with it, like, you just believe it because you see, you know, we already had it with pictures. With pictures, sometimes we already had the issue with pictures that people, you know, think it's real. But now it's videos as well. Like, it's moving. It's actually moving. So people are like, oh yeah, it can be fake because it's moving. You can see how everything is moving and having expressions, and you know.
Dive into like these AI scams here because I've never seen someone who's been like so utterly confused when it comes to these AI videos.
But these are still not trying to make you do anything. They're just like up for your interpretation, and people can believe that they're real, but it's once they actually start trying to get you to buy something that it becomes actively malicious.
Oh, yeah.
Every man should be drinking Alpha Grind.
What?
In the bathtub.
He's in an
Yeah,
ice
why?
bath.
That's incredible.
It's not even like an AI-generated video. It's more of like a deep fake. It's taking an existing thing and altering it to say something else.
The thing that stands out to me
What?
about these Joe Rogan scams is that they're very much reliant.
A what?
altering it to say something. AI generated video. It's more of like a deep fake. It's
Am I a boomer? Am I a boomer? What is a deepfake? Wait. I'm pretty sure this has something to do with this, so I have to Google it. What is a deepfake? Deepfake. Are images, videos, or audio that have been edited or generated using artificial intelligence. So it's a AI fake. But why do you call it deepfake? Just call it AI fake. Or AI generated. Why do you call it deepfake? What's the difference? Is there a difference between AI generated and deepfake? Or is it the same? I don't know. But okay, at least I understand the word.
taking an existing thing and altering it to say something else.
The thing that stands out to me about these Joe Rogan scams is that they're very much relying on AI voice. It's relatively easy to do these days, at least when somebody's just like monotone delivering a monologue.
But that's the thing, you don't need that much anymore. It used to be like 50 hours of stuff. But realistically at this point, like, you know, 10 minutes.
Like what stands out to you to make these things? How would you point out these are fake to somebody?
At least for this example, the shot of Joe Rogan actually talking here is a picture. Everything is static except for his head and his mouth. It's more of just like going up and down as opposed to the articulated muscles that actually make you talk.
Yeah, and you're seeing like the water is like stretching and warping, but not like actually shifting. It looks like that whatever AI process they're using on there is like it's recognizing his upper torso and like giving it some adjustments, but it's also underwater, so it's already distorted and like looks off too.
Well, look, that Alpha Grind product that's all over TikTok, if you go to Amazon...
They're doing a really good job with this one. And if you look closely, his lips aren't synced up at all. That's just Joe Rogan talking in the clip. That he's kind of close to the words that they put in with the audio. This video is completely unaltered from a visual effects point of view. This is good old classic editing. You're taking a guy who's talking behind the microphone, his lips are moving, getting an audio clip, you're lining them up as close as you can, because remember, you got hours and hours of Joe Rogan talking, so you can find something that's close. And it's obscured too. And then they cut away. They're cutting away at weird moments. Like they're not cutting to Joe Rogan to like deliver a line. Like they're just cutting to him and then cutting away randomly. And then they cut to the guest talking about something else entirely from a different podcast. And by the way, notice that the guest doesn't say Alpha Grind. He's not talking about this particular product. He's just talking about testosterone. And you can see how the words are very much being selected and put into this. So I mean, this is the same thing I see in Netflix documentaries.
This is really smart.
When they cut away from somebody,
this is a smart way of
very concise.
making
That's because
fake
they had to cut away
stuff.
to take words and Frankenstein them together.
You hate that?
Crazy.
That's exactly what we do for VFX Artists React.
Yeah, well, we're not.
Yeah, but we don't go that hard. The voice synthesis is what really like makes it stand out. Otherwise, it's not that different from scams that have been on TV since it was in color. Where it's just people editing stuff together. And it works. But I saw a scam featuring Elon Musk on YouTube that was the best fake Elon Musk I've ever seen. And in fact, these live streams, there's probably one going on right now. They go and they buy...
I hate those scammers. I hate them so much. One time I got tagged, and because of this my previous Twitter account got blocked because of this. I had so many cool people writing me there. I hate it. I hate it. The freaking PayPal, or what was it, PayPal or PaySafeCard account followed me on Twitter there. Can you believe it? And now everything is gone. I cannot believe it. Unbelievable.
Tesla, and they start a crypto scam where they basically ask you to send them crypto, and they say that they'll send you back double what you send them, which is BS. But take a look at this.
Imagine sending just 1 Bitcoin and receiving 2 in return.
So I feel like this one could trick a lot of people.
The site you'll access is a secure SpaceX protected space.
SpaceX protected space.
To me, this looks like it's an actual real presentation, and it's an altered performance
it looks
of it.
really
You can
good.
kind of see some artifacting around his
For
mouth when he
fake,
moves his head
apparently.
to the right. You can really see it over the background. You start getting some glitches.
Yeah.
What looks good to you guys?
Well, I mean, the convincing aspect of it is the fact that it's on a channel called Tesla. I'd say like 97% of the image is original and real. The only thing that's being augmented here is just the mouth. And you can kind of tell when you're really looking at it, it's like the teeth and the lips kind of look weird. And the black values of the inside of his mouth are real dark.
Yeah, classic compositing. What they're doing here is, as we mentioned, AI voice is very easy to replicate. They've written it out, and it's then turning that text into Elon Musk's voice. And they're using something called Wave to Lip. And Wave to Lip lets you feed audio and take a video of a face, and it just animates the mouth to match that audio. It doesn't manipulate anything else. So in this case, all they're doing is they're changing the lip sync to match the generated audio of these new words that are being spoken in the voice of Elon Musk.
That's actually crazy.
Devious, but there's some very clear giveaways. First one that you mentioned, Ren, is the black levels. This is a classic VFX thing. When everybody's compositing one image element into another image element, if your camera in real life can't capture below a certain level of like black value in your image, like something isn't darker than a certain point, to then have an element in your visual effects bit be darker than that immediately gives it away. The black levels in his mouth are like lower than the black levels on his black jacket. The other thing that's a really big giveaway is anytime you're manipulating footage that already exists, you have to deal.
The issue is you have to deep dive, like you have to deep dive into it to know it is a scam. Like if you don't suspect it, you are not looking into it, you know.
With when things no longer overlap and they should have overlapped. In other words, if my head is here, but then I've deep faked myself to have my head turned over here, well, there's a bit of the background here that's now being exposed, a hole in your footage, and that needs to be filled in. Look at those little edges of the background, something getting blurry and futzy and jumping around, and that's because it's being synthesized to try to fill in a spot where that data was missing. So that's something that you really want to look at. The biggest tell when it comes to deep faked faces is body language versus spoken language. We all have linked things that we do. Like when I talk, my hands move, and they move on a certain beat, right? Like they are at the punctuation of my syllables, and my head goes down when I say my words. When you look at Elon's body language and when he's talking, they don't line up. And the biggest thing you can tell is when he breathes in. Because if you're adding fake audio, you can't talk when you're breathing in.
That's a good one. When you can see his chest slightly expand as he continues to talk.
So there's people out there that have built deepfake detecting tools.
Whoa, what the heck is this?
Head motion versus words. Sometimes when people smile, they tilt their head back, for example. Some other people, when they smile, will tilt their head down. And you can very clearly see those coordinated moments happen. So if you want to tell if somebody is faking what they're saying, if you want to tell if the footage is manipulated, look at the body language, look at the breathing, look at the hand gestures, and look at the head
FBI
gestures.
tactics.
The Adam's apple moves with me when I talk in real life, but a deepfake is only replacing here. It doesn't replace your Adam's apple.
These are all really great ways to figure out whether what you're watching is real or fake. But for me, while I watch this, I still can't get out of my head. Like, if you're already not in the mindset that you're about to be tricked, or you're not suspicious or critical or cautious for that matter, it's like none of this stuff works. Like you can't debunk this if you're not in the mindset that you could be being tricked.
Anytime someone's wanting money from you online, or even in real life, those flags should go up. You should immediately put your guard up.
That's a good point. That's a good point, actually. If someone is asking for money out of nowhere, then you should probably investigate.
Every situation.
Which is a little bit sad, because you should not have to investigate the platform or the person that you are buying from, you know? Like, this sounds like I'm really naive, and maybe I am. But like in my world, you can trust others, you know.
So in this case, I thought it'd be fun to try to recreate this.
Whoa.
Hi, the real Nico here, telling you to drink motor oil. Don't listen to that AI scam. You want to put something healthy in your body? Check out today's sponsor, AG1. AG1 is a comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition supplement with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients made for just about everybody. Being in the middle of LA, it is easy just to do Grubhub and DoorDash for pretty much all of your meals and have a lot of butter and oil and not much else. So if I've had a lot of late nights and a lot of food delivered to the door, it's nice to get a little bit of something that balances it all out. Hit some of the gaps that I got that I don't fill with burgers and fries, you know? To prep your AG1 drink, you'll fill your cup with about 8 to 10 ounces of water or coconut milk or other juices that you want. Put in a scoop of AG1 powder, mix it together, and you're good to go. And if you're in a rush, they even have daily little travel packs. If you're looking to take a daily supplement and you want something convenient that hits the whole broad foundational nutrition aspect, check out AG1. If you place an order, you get a free year supply of D3 plus an aspect.
Wait a minute. Why? This is a... Am I the only one seeing this right now? The A on the bottle. Here, on the bottle, the A. Do you see this? Or is it just the light? No. They put it on it and it's coming off. It's peeling off. You can peel it off there. They just put a random bottle and put their logo on it. Wait, look, it's not even. It's not even. They just literally before the shoot, they were like, "Oh, we still need we need the bottle. Put this thing on it," and then the guy probably got fired afterwards because it actually doesn't look that good. Like he missed something. It's coming off. You can peel it off. The A. You can peel it off there. Like it looks completely different here. Look. Can you peel it off from here? Probably not. But here you can. This is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for, you know, making this sponsorship bad, but you can still buy it.
AG1, if you place an order, you get a free year supply.
It's just a small
of D3
thing I noticed.
K2 vitamins plus 5 travel packs by clicking our link in the description below. So thanks to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Go check them out if you're looking for something to give your health a little boost. I actually do like it. It does taste good. All right, back to the AI psyops.
The ability to do these things is getting easier and easier, and the quality of these things are getting better and better.
What was that, a mid-wall? Yeah, mid-wall.
Meta just announced a bunch of stuff yesterday, and as part of their presentation, a friend of mine actually got up on stage with Zuckerberg.
The main thing I want people to take away from my book is the idea that you have the power to create your own opportunities.
Wait, this is AI.
Anyone can make their own AI-generated avatar to talk on your behalf.
Why?
What?
I know. Don't question the why. I don't get it either, but it's a thing that
the data flowing into this is crazy, by the way.
they've been wanting to do.
Damn.
So yeah, this is an example of a live interaction. This is
really bad. Like, I see so many security red flags in this. Imagine the platform is being hacked. The hackers would have data of voices and faces to millions of peoples. Including maybe their real name. And stuff like this. I see a really big red flag in this.
Gonna take that to the level of crazy. Like, but I was talking with him. The difference between this and what we were showing with Elon Musk is that it's not working with a pre-existing video. It's actually generating all of it from scratch. So you're not gonna see those same type of artifacts where it's like, oh, the words and the lip motion don't really match up with the characteristics of the rest of the shot.
Yeah, the body language is theoretically aligned now with the words. But when you're doing a full synthesis like this, it's just simple as being like, well, can you show me the back of your head? And it's like, well, no. Or even just like turn your head to the side once and then back and then the side again, and does the ear look the same both times? Wait, does this shirt say "It Zuck Nut Night"?
Why do people wear dumb stuff like come on? Like,
he's trying to rebrand himself.
Yeah.
After the congressional hearing where he looked like a lizard, he needs to look cooler now.
I know, but like, I
yeah, now he's a cool lizard.
Like poorly cut shirts.
This is kind of state of the art in terms of like AI avatar stuff right now, but like the lip motion is so much better than anything I've seen from something that's generated, and yet it's still not 100%. There's still a little bit of uncanny valley.
But it gets better. Like, it gets better by the week. Every week it's improving. And yeah, I don't like AI art and stuff like this. Okay, it exists, but like AI people, that's where I draw the line, to be honest. That's where I'm drawing the line. This is where, like, AI voices and AI people, like this, those are my no-goes, to be honest. Like, this is where I draw the line, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. This is enough. This is going too far. And also animation, like anime. I don't think people should be able to make anime with AI.
Valleyness there.
I almost feel like that's a 3D model with like a AI deepfake over it. Once again, look at the Adam's apple. The Adam's apple does not move the way it should be moving when somebody's talking.
You're right.
There's
Oh my God, you're right.
Spot. If you watch Mark Zuckerberg's Adam's apple move,
but how are you supposed to notice that?
And anytime you move your tongue, the Adam apple bobs up and down. But in terms of the actual tells that it's fake, they never animate the Adam's apple.
So, we've been talking about recreating celebrities or like faking endorsements to sell real products. But right now on the internet, thousands, millions potentially of people are being served AI ads on Twitter and Instagram. I have done a little bit of research and digging into this. There is some crazy stuff going on. I would like to show you the first half, which is AI generated stories. I found
what was that?
Crazy stuff going on. I would like to show you the first half, which is AI generated stories.
What is this? Is this an actual tool? For what do you need this thing?
stores. I found what looks to be like either like AI-generated companies basically marketing on Twitter. Either the names or the logos of these stores are likely AI-generated. And if you actually start going to these websites, I went to them all. They all have the exact same template, the same layout, but there's dozens, maybe hundreds of these stores. It has also led me to other very real websites. Let's before we get to the big stuff, check this out.
Real
go to Amazon. Like, we're not talking about just screenshots. I'm talking about stuff that's live on the internet right now. Search for Gorilla Couch.
$10,000 for
what? What? I buy it right now. Let's go to Amazon.
Gorilla Couch.
Look at that AI picture.
That's on Amazon right now.
Is it AI? Wait. Yeah. What? I'm not sure actually. For me, it looks legit. Like it looks like it's cut in. Like it looks for me. It looks like it's Photoshop, but not AI. I don't know.
$1,000 for a Gorilla Couch.
Look at that AI picture.
That's on Amazon right now. Like, I don't know what this couch is really supposed to look like, but it's probably not that or that.
That is 100% like a mid-journey render. That's what it actually looks like.
Oh, that's what. Okay, maybe.
Bruh.
That's how they're not being banned right now, is by the fact that if you do eventually search around the page, you'll find a real image of what the couch looks like.
Wait, was that a real one?
These are real.
That looks real.
These are real.
Because I was able to find Gorilla Couches that do exist, and they do kind of look similar, but I just found it so funny.
Damn.
It is a big ticket item, a $10,000 Gorilla Couch, and the first thing they serve you is an AI-generated image. That's kind of scummy and gross. Imagine spending $10,000 when you see that picture, and then it comes in and you get the McDonald's place replica.
You get the Wish version.
How can you guys tell that's an AI-generated image?
When you look
the Wish products, oh my god, are they using it as well then? Probably, right? They make a product crazy, but in reality it's not crazy. Damn. The Wish people are really happy about this.
Details in an AI image,
I didn't even think about
where
them.
Things fall apart because
I wasn't even thinking about
puts
them.
less effort into a background than the foreground. If you look there on the trim on the wall, it's all whack. There's like the white column of trim on the upper right there. Like it's about to kind of like furrow out, but then it just kind of gets garbled.
Yeah, the background stuff's never very good. But there's another interesting thing about AI-generated images.
Oh,
and this is more or less true across the board until technology changes. And that's because these images come from noise initially. Noise is basically an even distribution of random numbers. Imagine that 0 represents black and 1 represents white. So if you take an image and you scatter it with noise across the whole image, you should have about equal areas of black as you do white. Because noise kind of averages out to that 50% mark. And that's kind of what happens with AI images here. As you look at this, there's very bright spots and there's very dark spots.
Yeah.
And for every bright spot, there's a dark spot. And it's a weird thing about AI images.
Every AI image I've ever seen has always had really deep contrast. I've never seen an AI-generated log image.
You'll never see an AI-generated image that's mostly dark with a tiny little bit of light, or mostly light, just a tiny little bit of dark. It's possible to have real-life photos that have high contrast in them. Of course, it's possible to brighten or darken an AI photo. But what you won't have is you won't have an AI photo that has a flat, sunny field with no dark spots. When you look at that AI rendering of the Gorilla Couch, you see that same thing where there's bright highlights and dark shadows across the whole thing, whereas you look at these real pictures, there's no offset to that giant dark Gorilla Couch. The funny thing is, if you pull open AI images into Photoshop and you use the average filter, which averages out all the colors of the image, they all tend to go to a flat middle gray, whereas a real life photo that you take doesn't have to follow that rule. And that's because real life photos don't have to be born from a noise pattern of black and white.
Further, to build on, I mean, if you're going to open up Photoshop, did you know that the noise is going to be the same on all the color channels? So if you actually like zoom in and individually look at each color channel, red, blue, and green, the noise will be identical. Whereas if you look at a real photograph and you switch between the color channels, it'll actually kind of like change quite a bit in the noise.
That's
like, we're talking like single
know.
pixels will change in brightness at a kind of a random way, because that's how camera sensors actually capture that light. There's always going to be a little bit of noise there.
Are you guys ready for the actual meal here, the entree? This is a website that's being advertised on social media.
That's an AI-generated dress right there. That's not real.
Well, that's the thing. You guys were talking about, a celebrity endorsing a product, but the celebrity is not real. Well, guess what? In this case, nothing's real.
Yeah, this looks crazy. Why is there a rabbit coming out of the out of the dress. What was it? Was it the? I think it was the chocolate factory, right? Where the crazy AI scam happened.
Send money to a place and your money disappears. This one is the one that does it for me. It's the dress that has a real rabbit.
Yeah.
But the thing is that not all of them are that preposterous, like the one on the right there. And that's what's so tricky about it.
Yeah, and you know, with all those generated images of the dresses and shirts, you can see that local contrast again. There's always a dark spot to offset a light spot.
So can I blow your guys' minds now? I don't even know if you would call this a scam. So preface, is this website a scam that we're about to visit? I don't know if it's actually a scam, but if I were going to judge it based on the product photos alone, I would say it is a scam.
Damn.
So someone got this Instagram ad.
Like how his leg shadows don't connect.
Yeah. Damn.
Timeless elegance meets modern style. Oh, hey, it's the pants we were looking at. Let's take a look at those pants.
That's
AI pants.
Is this a real product or not?
I bet you the pants are real, and they just trained in images of the pants into a model, and they're generating pictures of the pants in the model now.
That one, look at that one. That one is, the pants don't even match anymore at this point. They don't have that like center crease or that
yeah,
sharp
that's
goes
true.
on the side.
Right now, as we're looking at these photos, if
Yeah,
you
I think with
interested
clothing you cannot generate it because the AI will always put something else there. Like it will not be the actual product.
buying a shirt like
You
this,
can maybe make the person, or can you? Nah, probably not.
would you feel like you're buying a legitimate product?
Like
this looks like a real photo.
you need a lot
but
of
if you go to the
editing
next one,
skills to make it like
that's
that.
a generated photo right there.
Does that person
Like-
have a face on the front and back of their head?
Damn.
I saw when I looked at this, I was blown away with the consistency. Now, let's zoom in to where the collar, the V-neck collar reaches its point. I was counting how many vertical seams that are we counting within the width there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, by the way, look,
Yeah,
sorry,
5
the
between.
necklace, obviously. That little
Yeah.
like, gummy bear of a metal ingot or whatever. Whatever is generating these pictures is very close, but it's unable to like get those center things consistent there. And that one, actually, they just disappear. Maybe he's too buff and he's stretching the shirt.
Yeah, he's stretching
But it
his
seems like they disappear.
You're right. This is somebody who's made a shirt in China, and they went like, hey, I can train a model of this shirt and then generate photos of my shirt. I don't need to take real photos of models wearing my stuff anymore. But if you're going to sell it, you need to be truthful with your pictures, and an AI image of it isn't truthful.
But just put it on a desk or something and make a picture of it. Or wear it yourself. Be the model. You can become the model.
So all it's doing is it's capturing the essence.
I would like to show you guys what I would consider the moral and ethical tightrope now, Botica. Now this is something that is widely accessible as of very recently. This is, you take a picture of your clothes and we'll give you a model. You take a crappy picture of wearing the clothes and we'll give you a nice photo in a studio with a attractive model.
So the whole idea is that they're not editing the clothes, they're just editing everything around the clothes.
Exactly, like this.
Whoa.
That is...
Wait, what? Okay, that's actually crazy. It didn't get the full dress there, like you can see, like it kind of got cut off there, but it's crazy actually.
Is insane.
This is the tightrope.
I guess the clothes are properly represented, but everything else is a lie.
This kind of feels like it might actually be okay.
When it comes to the exchange of money, I am not purchasing a model.
Why not?
Or a cool photo permit for Greece or wherever, and I'm not hiring a photographer. I'm just paying for these clothes. The clothes happen to be depicted accurately, and they are not changed. So
yeah, I
it's
mean, it has the same wrinkles, it has the same lighting. Like, I can't say I find anything wrong with this.
This is a service people can use right now, and this is not an advertisement, but maybe I accidentally am making it one.
I actually think this is really a really good tool. Like someone who's eventually launching Komoribi at some point, clothing brand by the way, then it looks really attractive right now. I'm like, this is not such a bad idea. I don't have to spend $500 on a shoot.
Like in a weird way, it's like, yes, you're technically in a good spot. You stuck it, guys.
you walked that tightrope. It's definitely going to kill people's desire to use things like Instagram or Facebook or whatever people use these days. The more it becomes generated, the less it's just real people living real lives and having real moments.
That's true.
The less you're going to find people on those platforms. We're here to find
The
authenticity.
dead internet theory is becoming true. You will only find people in games.
I was born to find authenticity.
Maybe that's where we move to. We just move all the social media to games. We all start hanging out in VR shit. We talk to people again. But we are not talking outside. We are talking in the metaverse.
Although it's going to be really funny when there's a future where the cookies that Google has on you are like so good that they know what you look like, so that when you go to a website like this, you like see like someone who already resembles you. That's going to get kind of crazy.
This is crazy. What a find. What a unique business.
So, all right. So this next one is there's an eerie, creepy YouTube channel out there. Something strange is going on and I can't quite tell what it is, but let me know if you guys think this is real or not.
Hello, my name is Egon Chawakian.
Who?
The impetus for my address today is the release of the highly impactful documentary film, The Impact.
It's kind of like a doomsday cult / not. Basically, the message is we're destroying the planet and everything's gonna go to heck. And so they're gonna make 3.5-hour long documentaries every week about why the Earth is failing.
Sam, why did you think this was AI?
I thought this was AI because this YouTube channel has multiple videos posted where this guy is staring right into the camera for hours, saying the most nonsensical AI-generated sounding stuff.
Those who actually truly pull the strings will vanish from sight, and like the dung beetle, will now attempt to burrow even deeper.
He doesn't move. Look at his hands.
I'm sorry.
Look at his hands.
I'm
they
sorry.
Don't move. They are like, it's like a frozen PNG.
Yeah.
What I did is I was like, okay, I gotta figure this out. Is this AI or not? And I took basically frames for every 30 minutes, which is, I would say 30 minutes is like the amount of time that you might expect someone to make a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like
Probably,
every half hour
yeah.
we typically move.
I'm moving
correct?
all the time, you can see it.
So here are 4 frames taken 30 minutes apart, basically. So you can see the camera
does move, and the camera does move.
Oh
the camera's
my
adjustment. Now we can
God.
see difference maps here, overlaying every 30 minutes.
Difference maps are cool because it's like if the pixel is the exact same as the pixel underneath it, it'll go to black.
So that's the same frame. That's what a difference map on the same frame looks like. Now, half hour apart here, difference map. So you can see all the things that moved in the frame there. So you can see his whole body shifted, his hands have shifted. The camera's moved a tiny bit here. If these were static images that were
how did the camera
would
move?
effectively be black. And then we see it all over the background, which is the contrast of the compression that's happening in the video, which is why we're seeing all that stuff back there.
And that's normal compression you would see from video for something like this. You can see the larger blocks in the flat areas of color and the tinier blocks in the tighter areas of detail.
And like, yes, theoretically, you know, you could fudge this stuff, but you look at this and you're like, oh, that's actually just very subtle natural motions here.
Yeah.
That we're seeing fingers and hands actually being revealed here. There's no funny business happening down there. It's just natural motion. We're just dealing with a guy who doesn't, he reserves his movement for the most important moments of his life. This clearly is not one of them.
My first impression when we saw this is that this is basically the same technology used in the Harry Potter Balenciaga videos. But you wouldn't have a subtle camera motion. You wouldn't have the whole person shift to the side a little bit.
There's another thing that I'm realizing now that would be a tell for like a deep fake, right? I can always tell when someone's reading off of a teleprompter. Their eyes kind of do this little back and forth motion, just ever so slightly. And none of the deep fakes I've ever seen.
Was he talking freely or was he reading something off? Because in one video he was in a freaking garden. Well, you can have a teleprompter in the garden, to be fair.
I've ever replicated that. The eyes are always locked on, and especially if they don't blink.
Yeah, I pray to God this is real. Because if it's AI generated, whoa, God, the world's over.
We also, none of us mentioned the
Terminator
Adam's apple.
is coming.
This man's Adam's apple is dancing.
No, it is down. It's like Geppetto's puppet shop up in that collar.
Damn.
It's totally that like dark web conspiracy stuff. But ultimately, like, I think what we're dealing with here is basically, it's fake content that is being funded by some overseas entity.
Or it's just some old guy who's like, I gotta make my impact. I feel like it's just Egon writing speeches through ChatGPT and then recording it. Egon, you gotta chill, man. You gotta selfie it once in a while.
Damn.
You gotta get some angles. You gotta put a smile on the face. You gotta just relax a little bit. Do human things.
Yeah, do human things. Do
like
human
this.
things to connect.
He called him a robot.
No.
Come on,
He's just old. Let him be old.
No, I am.
Ren, you're giving it away.
So that's the point of bringing this up, though. It was eerie. It's creepy.
I thought it was like some of you had just put together the best deepfake and you couldn't figure out that it was a deepfake, but Yeah, it turns out it's actually easier just to pay a dude to read off a teleprompter for 3 hours than it is to actually make the world's most cutting-edge video generator.
I think that's the most important.
Sam, are you real?
Yeah.
So what's the moral of this? When looking at something and you want to see if it is real, look at the Adam's apple. Look at the body language, see if it synchronizes.
Body language,
talking.
okay.
Look for artifacting around the lips.
Oh,
yeah,
finally,
this was...
look for that contrast.
I didn't saw this
really
in the beginning.
tone mapped, probably generated. Back in the day when there weren't like printing presses, you had to be pretty important to have something written down in a book, generally speaking. But these days, anybody can write anything and put it out for people to see. And yet we still survive and we still distinguish between what we think is real and what we think is fake, or at least we do our best. And at some point, pictures and videos are going to enter this realm where they can be faked just as easily as words. But we already have survived the fact that people can fake words easily, and we'll survive the fact that people can fake images and videos easily. It's just another step in our evolution as human beings.
So, with that said, Baron Trump, will you sing us out?
Forever great America.
They thought this is real.
It's just so sad because it's like this sweet song by a young boy, but you know deep down he's like a psychopath killer.
Damn. Damn. That's crazy. Wait, what is that? I went bad, they just washed. Oh. Yeah. Okay. This was a nice video. This was a nice video. And now we have an investigation going on. We have an actual investigation going on. It's the last video for today. And it's called I investigated AI. What? Not EA. EA is also... should also be investigated, but AI. There we go. AI scam products. Yeah. Let's see what HopeScope has investigated.
This is everything I bought. A bunch of products that seem super real and are totally not a...
Yeah, definitely not. Wait, is there something not AI here? Why are there quarks? Who would buy a quark coffee? Actually, I know one person who would buy this. I know one person who would buy this. I don't know if I should call them out or not. But okay.
To steal my identity. But are you ready to see what actually...
Why are there Arabic subtitles? Subtitles. Why are they Arabic? What?
Ever heard of them? If you haven't, I'm jealous. Because every time I come across one of these videos trying to sell me something, it makes me want to slam my laptop shut, yeet it into the sun, and start a new life in the mountains. But today I bought some. What? However, this isn't just a haul. It is...
Wait, this is the one in the background. I like the cat one. Enchanting cat. This looks really cool.
Investigation of these videos that you guys have been tagging me in.
That's the one in the background, right?
Really are getting crazy. They have evolved from just still AI images to full-on videos. And
damn.
We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our moms, our grandmas.
Actually, damn.
So let's find out what actually shows up when you order from these AI product videos. Can you
Wait, from when is this? 2 weeks ago. This is crazy.
And most importantly, how do you avoid falling for scams like this in the first place? This is the product that I've been tagged in the most by you guys lately.
What is
They're
this?
these insane inflatable pools. Usually they're like a barn pool or a green.
Wait, this
they're
is
these insane
this AI is crazy.
Inflatable pools.
The only time where you can tell, well, and this one is quite obvious actually, but look at the bouncing. The bouncing is crazy.
Like a barn pool.
It's like
or a
anime boobs.
Pool. And they look like a great idea because part of the pool is covered and in shade, which is awesome. And there are so many variations floating around. One shaped like castles. There's even giant sinks and like actual water comes out of this.
Wow.
For the dishes themselves, dinosaurs and other like otherworldly creatures. Okay, there's these cute little cloud ones and then they rain down on the pool.
This looks so cool. This would be so cool if it would be real. But just physically, this is not really possible. Like the amount of water that needs to go up there. If it's inflatable, it's impossible. Like, it will not hold. It will instantly break to the side.
You guys have tagged me in so many of these, and pretty much all of them are made by this page called LuxArts. They just generate these ideas. They do this with their AI, and they have said these are not for sale. If you see somebody selling these, they're probably trying to scam you. And honestly, I think that's exactly what's happening here in this ad, but I ordered it. So this is attempt number 1 of getting one of these cool inflatable pools. When I searched this image on AliExpress, a bunch of sellers actually came up. This one looked really interesting. It's a tiki bar one, and it's $1,500. However, once we purchased it, they completely ghosted us and basically let the purchase expire, and then AliExpress gave me my money back. Anyway, attempt number 2. We found this one for $799. The photos definitely look AI, especially when you start zooming in on the details, but actually the seller has pretty good ratings, so I decided to give it a shot. It was a really weird experience though, because I bought it for the $799, and then they messaged and they were like, hey, send us a picture of what pool you want. And I just sent them their picture. I was like, this one, the pink one that I ordered. Anyway, as my conversation with them continued, the price of the item just kept going up. And up until we were way over budget. And they also told me it would take 45 days to ship, which won't make it here in time for our pool party. So we're gonna keep looking. And also this seller did delete this product out of their catalog. So
yeah, they might realize that they cannot find anything similar to this.
Not going to give up on my dream of finding one of these inflatable pools that is purchasable for you guys. So stay tuned to see how my other attempts go later in this video.
Oh, we are buying more pool. What?
Our next product is a video that my TikTok For You page served up. It is the bun bee, which is
what is a bun bee?
Of a real bunny. Are you ready for this? They look like a stuffed animal, but the way that it's moving, I'm not gonna lie, even if this is real, a stuffed animal that can move like this is actually what nightmares are made of.
Yeah, this is
what shows up
Chucky.
It. So we went to the website and we bought one. Actually, technically we bought 2. I'm gonna explain. Okay, so here is the website. Rest in peace to the late great fullycart.store. I say that because
they look cute, but they probably don't look like that.
End now, so that's already super promising. This little guy is supposed to hop, twitch, wiggle its ears, and respond to voice. So
really? He's AI. He is the AI.
The website started to upsell me so hard with a special offer of getting Bun Bee 2.0 added to my cart for just $19.99 more.
Nice.
Bun Bee 1.0. So I decided to get both, but I didn't do it without taking precautions. So in my last AI products video, one of you actually left me a great tip. Shout out to Kelsey. She said, "Girlie, the fact that you have not been using prepaid cards for all of this is insane." So for this round of shopping, I did use prepaid cards. So then worst case scenario, I can dispute that money, but they don't have access to like my entire bank account this time. Thanks for the tip.
Damn.
So you consider yourself an official member of the Scam Squad. Okay, but are you ready for the worst news? So something did show up. However, I think it's only one bunny. Either that or we have 2.
This doesn't look like there's any bunny in there.
Tiny bunnies in here. So packaging already not super impressive for a robot. There's definitely one bunny in here. So basically, I ended up getting scammed into paying $47.98 for
Damn.
And here it is.
What is that?
It looks like the video is just like at a glance, I guess. Should we turn it on and see what it does though?
Oh no.
Does it wiggle? Does it hop? Wait, he actually does hop.
Damn.
Do you like him?
Nope.
Oh, he doesn't like him.
Wait, it's supposed to respond to my voice. Be quiet. Stop. Sit.
It's literally... did any one of you ever go to a flea market? There are... Damn, I just realized this sounds super racist, but it's not, okay? It's not racist. It's what usually what from my experience is happening. So, you know those flea markets? In my region, where I went to flea markets, usually there's like this one Asian person who is buying those kind of tools which are doing those random noises and jumping around. And they are just doing it. They put like 3 or 4 of them at the same time on and put them on the floor, and then they wait until people buy them. My goodness.
I mean,
it's exactly one of those things.
Okay, I swear I had a toy like this when I was a baby. And I'm not talking Technopup, because honestly, Technopup is more advanced than this thing. I just found one on eBay, which is actually hilarious.
For 45
they're like using
bucks.
AI trying to make this look like such a futuristic, cool thing, and it's literally like 30 years outdated technology.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here.
Crazy. Actually crazy.
Bye.
I know those things from the flea markets. They have all kind of designs. Some of them even have lights in them. What? Canine clone. Another anime.
One is like kind of along similar lines, but it's wild. And I actually got this ad here on YouTube Shorts. Realistic robot puppy. Okay, this one's weird because this one is like half totally AI, and then also some clips.
What
of
is
real
this?
Puppies mixed in, I think. 2 colors. Wow. USB charge. It's gotta be something similar to the bunny that like hops around.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
If you're ever in doubt
It's
about
probably
something
the
like
same,
this,
just with a different sound.
Literally, top comment. I was gonna buy one for my granddaughter. A poor little grandma almost fell for it, but so glad I came to YouTube first and saw the comments. So comments saving the day. So I clicked the link that is tied to this original ad, and I immediately got hit with a bunch of pop-ups.
Oh no.
The site is dangerous. This is not an ad for this specific software, but I do recommend downloading some sort of like blocker. It can really come in handy if you don't.
I never installed that. Well, I did in the past. I used ad blockers, but I don't use them anymore. I usually use Opera GX now, and I just have my default permission on blocking cookies. So when I go to a website, to ask, so it always asks me, and usually I just block it. It depends. Sometimes I mean, sometimes I allow it because it's required, but usually not.
So I went a safer route. I found him again on a website called restheaven.com. They're saying it's a realistic puppy for stress relief.
Yeah, the robotic puppy.
If it's anything like the bunny, that is not relieving any stress. Are you ready to see what showed up? Because we did get something.
It's at least bigger than the other box.
We got 2.
Damn.
I'm very confused how this happened. Ta-da.
Oh, they actually look cute though.
No, I can already tell by the face. Look at its tongue.
Oh no.
To its face. Expectation versus reality.
Oh no.
No!
It's the same sound.
It's even worse than the bunny.
It's the same sound. Look who is coming.
All right, and then our mysterious puppy number 2 is literally the same thing. Yay!
Wait, it's actually the same.
How much did I pay for this? $39.
Damn.
Now I have an army of really annoying robot animals, though.
You can sell them on the flea market.
Oh, this one's like dying. Hello, are you okay?
The battery is empty.
All right, we're gonna race these 2 though. Hey, who can make it to the end of the table the fastest? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Damn. Come on, bunny. Come on.
See ya.
Yeah.
Did I get scammed? Yeah, kind of.
You made it.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't having kind of a good time.
This is insane. What? Scammy Grammy. What? What is this? What is the Scammy Grammy?
This one is actually one that one of you guys found. So shout out to Carson. Carson's been subscribed for 4 years and watches with grandma, which is adorable. Okay, so you sent me this video. We have a sweet, sweet old
boutique.
Claire who is closing her jewelry boutique.
Yeah.
Special pieces I have made with so much love and care.
Yeah, with so much love and care.
The voice isn't bad. It's just not matching up with her mouth at all. And this is not just Claire. There is literally an army of senior streamers plaguing the internet right now with videos like this, claiming that their like shop is shutting down and they have to get rid of all their
We are told we're gonna be overrun by Terminators who are looking like young people, but it's the old people. They are looking like old people.
handmade things. Pleasant Green actually did an entire
Terminator
video
is
on this
grandpa.
topic about how you should not buy from
Crazy.
people. that it is a scam.
Crazy.
Sorry, Pleasant. I can't take your advice though, because for our investigation, I just want to see what shows up. I already have a pretty good idea, but I just wanted to see. Okay, so we went to the website. The brand promises timeless treasures that are made from
they are
the
probably
finest
timeless, yeah.
materials handcrafted by Claire herself. I highly doubt that based on a little bit of digging that we did on these timeless pieces. I think like if you buy these things, you will get what's in the pictures. But the thing is, she's trying to sell these for like $20, $50. She's claiming some of them.
Damn, that's some crazy discount. Yeah. Get it now, or you're gonna miss on the Steam Summer Sale.
Worth $100. But if you do a quick little Google image reverse search, you will see that most
it's $20,
of these you
no?
can buy in bulk from places like AliExpress.
How much?
And Temu and
2. Maybe I was a little bit too optimistic.
I think that's exactly what is going on here. But
$20, I said. Damn.
I also went and bought the same thing from Temu. At least what I think is the same thing. Okay, here
But the Temu package is smaller.
Jewelry. Nice little box. Wow. Oh
Wait,
no.
it's a
Yeah. Are we pretending
bundle.
like Claire handmade these and then sealed them in Amazon packaging?
Yeah.
Ring. Wow, I'm actually so mad about this because we paid
It's just plastic.
$27 for this ring. This is like the kind of ring you would get out of a gumball machine.
Yeah.
At the mall. We reverse searched it and you can literally get this on Amazon for like 10. So even that's too much.
Damn.
Little bracelet. This one's cuter. So this was $22. You can literally get it on Alibaba for like 3 though. So oh, this is so bad. Okay, so I paid $21 for this, but right now she's selling it for $32. The price.
What a save.
She's claiming it was originally $112. And honestly, if it looked like it looks in this picture, it
Oh
was
no.
actually, like,
Oh, is it looking
that
like?
makes sense. However, this is so bad.
Oh no, I'm scared.
This is what I wanted, and this is what I got. This looks like a piece of like children's costume jewelry. You can select gold or silver, and we selected silver and it just showed up gold anyway. But before I reveal our Temu necklace, make sure to subscribe because I'm out here getting scammed. So
yeah, subscribe to her.
And if you're watching on TV, yes, I'm talking to you, Emily. You can still subscribe. All you have to do is swipe up.
I'm not watching on TV. And I'm also not Emily. Who's Emily?
This $112 necklace for like $10 on Temu. Okay, the packaging's a little different. Okay, I wouldn't say it's identical.
But
it's pretty close. Oh no. Like the gold
it looks better than the other
part
one.
is exactly the same. The like wave though is a little bit more clear, I guess, on the Temu.
I like the colors of the left one more, to be honest. No, it is the same. But the colors are... I don't know what happened to the colors.
Yeah, so safe to say if you see any old AI people selling stuff it's probably just drop shipped stuff like this.
I like this one. This one looks funny.
Okay, this next product is tripping me out because I thought for sure it was AI.
Where did she... She has the gorilla couch. Look. She has the gorilla couch. Damn.
More that I watch it, it's this cat table. It's a literal cat that's holding like a tray. The more I watch it, the more I'm like, it could be real. It's just like the way that the camera's moving makes it not.
I like the cat table. It looks cool. It looks funny.
Okay, so
I would get something like that.
The actual page, and it looks like it's like a legit little furniture business. They have cool stuff. I started watching some of the videos. A lot of them look real, but then I got to this one of this blanket on this bed, and I'm like, okay, this is real. When all of the sudden, this girl spawns out of the blanket. In
What the hell happened?
Way. These are definitely AI. At least a lot of them are. Or maybe it's one of those things where they're like taking a real image and turning it into a video. I bet that's what it is.
Probably.
So it still classifies as AI. Anyway, so this takes us to yidwoo.com, and the gasp
I love this
when
cat.
I saw this table was $550. Not today. Not for this table. So we did a little bit of digging around the internet, and turns out this table is for sale a lot of other places. So we came
Yeah, how
across
much?
it on this website,
If it's
and while
below
it's not like the
100,
most
I might get it.
trustworthy-looking website I've ever seen, it's almost $400 cheaper than that first one.
So close.
As you
So
can see, something did
close.
show up. It looks promising. This actually reminds me of the box that our gorilla came in, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another box in the box.
Oh no.
Table. Oh my god. gosh, another layer? Where's my table?
Oh
Imagine
no.
It's just boxes and foam the whole
Oh
thing.
no.
I mean, they did a good job packaging it so it doesn't break.
The box inside the box inside the box inside the box.
Holding 2 little pieces of glass, so there's those. And here is, oh my gosh, it's so little. Our cat.
It's
Oh
real.
my goodness.
It's real.
It's so tiny.
Oh my god.
It's cute though. He kind of stinks, but wait, I kind of love him.
Yeah, he's so funny.
I thought he was gonna be like ceramic, but I'm really glad I didn't pay $500 for a plastic cat. 1 tray, 2 tray. Cute.
Someone's gonna knock those off. They're gonna shatter.
I almost just did. Oh, I think that he has little sticky pads on his paws. Yeah, okay. So when we're ready to actually stick the glass on, these do stick. Let's do that.
Nice.
Well, no, because I have an idea for him. I don't know
Why?
if I told you guys this yet, but I really want to redo my main filming set eventually and make
The
it just
cat
more,
will
like,
be there.
colorful and fun.
I love
and,
this
like,
idea.
And I feel like he'd be so cute in the
Yeah.
background. But imagine if he was pink. I think that'd be adorable. So before I take the stickies off, I think I'm gonna paint him. Maybe even bedazzle him. Can you imagine if the whole thing was bedazzled? Wait, okay, she's customized. So I decided to go with a light pink, and I think it ended up being the perfect shade for her. And then, like I said, I was originally gonna maybe bedazzle the entire thing pink, and then I realized how much time that was going to take. So I changed my mind and just did the eyes and the ears. But I think it turned out cool. Are you ready for the reveal? Ta-da! Ready for the pool party.
Oh my god.
Cute, and it's gonna fit my like sets so well. I think the eyes.
I love the cat. I love the
I don't know.
cat.
Maybe someday, if I'm like really bored, I'll still bedazzle the entire thing. But for now, she's looking good. Honestly, this is maybe gonna be my favorite purchase of the entire video.
Probably.
Welcome back to our pool party. Okay, here's our next pool that we found.
I love this picture. We have the doggos, we have the rabbit, the bunny, and we have the cat. The cat is my favorite so far.
Literally perfect.
The cat is my absolute favorite.
Dreams. And what's even better is the price. Because as you remember, our last ones were like thousands of dollars. This
Yeah.
one's $59.99. Seems a little too good to be true, but
Damn.
we'll see. Okay, so you select a letter, which I think corresponds to a color. Obviously, I want pink, so I put it in my cart, and then
Yeah.
they were so kind and added a free gift, this little fan. And they were also not so kind and added shipping
What?
insurance, which I literally couldn't take out, so that was rude. This pool comes from a website called Aliobitive, and
Okay.
on the outside, it looks like your average like home and garden website, but a little bit of researching dug up some serious dirt on this
Oh,
website.
no.
Scam Advisor gives it a 1.
Oh.
Lots of complaints from customers saying they never got anything, even complaints from people saying that they misused their credit card information, so thank goodness for a prepaid card, but we ordered it, and I'm gonna be
Damn.
honest, I was fully losing hope because it has been a month. However, literally today, we got an email from them saying our product is on the way.
Oh.
It's not gonna make it in time for our AI pool
Nice.
party here, but to be continued, I guess, to see if it ever shows up. Okay, I am going to make one final attempt to get an inflatable pool for this video. But first,
Okay.
I actually do have some AI pool accessories that showed up. Okay, are you ready for this first one?
Oh,
it's
no.
a tiki blow up. I don't even know if I would consider this AI so much as just like
It doesn't look
Photoshop.
so much
and then our
AI.
second item is this Lodi Swan.
What was that picture?
So bad.
Why is the
I have to see
RGB
what
into
shows up.
it?
Ta-da!
Oh.
They're all inflated, and our swan is supposed to light up, but obviously it's too bright outside. I'll turn it on in the dark for you though, and we'll see if it actually works.
What is that?
Welcome to my kitchen, because our next AI generated product, we're going back to mugs. As if I didn't get traumatized enough by the mug we got last time, but. Okay, so I found this adorable pink Mercedes-Benz mug.
Yeah.
I believe the original video
How
is
do you
from
even
that
drink from that?
Luxmarks account. Once again, they're not actually trying to sell it, they just created it. But storedemo.shop is attempting to sell it. At least I thought so.
Oh, no.
I
What
bought
will
I
it be?
checked out, and then I got an email from them asking for more
Possible
money.
scam detected.
Weird. And then suddenly the email disappeared, completely gone. Ghost mug,
Oh.
ghost company, ghost website. Website doesn't even exist anymore, so we narrowly escaped that one.
Wait,
I
but you
tried
got the
again, this time with
package.
this semi-truck mug.
Oh, it's a different
That
one.
is $34.95. I got this one from a website called Glizm.
Glism.
And I really thought we'd kind of experience the same thing and just end up ghosted, but something did show up.
Nice.
Oh My god.
Wait, is it the actual product?
Here's what we wanted. Oh my gosh. The paint job on this thing is giving.
Oh no. What happened to Optimus Prime? It's crazy.
Like elementary school art project. It's just like acrylic paint. We did get a semi-truck mug though. It's gotta be 3D printed, and then they just stuck this like stainless steel thing.
Yeah.
In it. Wait, if it's 3D printed, can it go in the dishwasher? Isn't 3D printed stuff just plastic?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't put it in the dishwasher.
But I want to and see what
I don't know if you wanna ruin your
So it's clearly not the product
dishwasher.
you purchased. So what do you do if this happens to you? For one, freeze your cards so they don't have access to your bank account. Two, you can report it to the FTC to help other people hopefully not.
That's a good idea.
Also, I feel like it helps to go find the video that you got tricked by and comment on it and let people know. And finally, make sure to save everything. Your receipts, any proof that you have, the original photo you were promised, and most likely you will end up getting your money back, but it is an unfortunate experience.
Is this a coffee machine?
I just needed something to put in.
Oh no.
Let me introduce you to maybe the biggest scam I have ever experienced. It's AI coffee makers. And originally I actually really wanted this crock-shaped one because I think it's hilarious. But turns out nobody is actually attempting to sell it yet.
Damn.
But after not that much looking around, I found these ones. They're like skull-shaped
For
ones.
50 bucks?
Fancy. So
I don't know, man. I saw those things in the tech supermarket. They cost more than 200.
Guess what they did? They reached out
Way
and
more.
asked for more money. And their logic behind it was they needed more money for the licensing of the images. Like, was that not included in the price to begin with? So, if anybody emails you after the fact asking for more money, you should probably run. Anyway, similar to our Mercedes mug, the email just disappeared and the website. So any normal person would stop there. They'd probably realize that an AI coffee maker is just not going to happen. But not us, because we're investigating. So I found another one. And these ones are like motorcycle themed coffee makers.
But they look fine. It's AI, but that looks like something you can actually make.
And they gave us a free gift. It's this little fan.
Again?
Sometimes I feel like the free gift is like a sign it's a scam. Like too good to be true situation.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, but thank goodness for fake names and prepaid cards. We paid for it. It shipped. They even sent us like a tracking number, and I've been tracking it for a really, really long time. And this right here might be one of the most extreme scam ruses I have ever experienced. Because the tracking number takes me to this website. I'm gonna show this to you. I'm gonna block out all my personal information in case this happens to you though. Like this is next level. They literally have fake tracking. And the reason that I know it's fake is because this thing supposedly showed up in my town a few days ago. I don't live in a big town, so it should not be out for delivery for multiple days. And then I went on to Reddit, and they really answered all my questions. Apparently scammers will use websites like this 17 Track, which is a real website, but they'll create a fake tracking history. And basically their goal is to string you along until like 30 days or whatever hits, and it's too late to get your refund. I'm still gonna try to get my refund though. So very beware. The scammers are getting better, and
that's crazy.
Just this.
Seeds of doubt. What?
Let me introduce you to AI plants. So I'm
counting this must be plastic.
It's technically a video. It's like a slideshow of
like, what is this?
But then they have this like AI voice narrating.
I plant my lily of the valley seeds in pots and watch them grow.
Okay, so it's supposed to be a lily of the valley, which is a real flower. However,
but
I don't think these photos are real. They're very plasticky looking. I've seen a few different ads for these. Sometimes they're literally like glowing and these like crazy.
That's normal. That's how I see them all day in nature. I saw it in the metaverse.
Concept to me. So
trust me.
I'm gonna take you back in time a couple months ago to when I first bought these.
2 months.
Hi, it's Hope from 2 months ago. Because I had to know what's gonna grow if I plant them. Here's our package.
Okay.
It came really fast. It's just a little guy. And all that's in it is... This is it. This bag
at least it's seeds or something like that. Yeah.
Dirt for $10. There's no instructions or anything, so we're just on our own, I guess. Okay, it's time for gardening with Hopescope. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very good at gardening. For example, this is what my plants look like. So hopefully our lily of the valleys fare better than whatever these were supposed to be. But I need their dirt and I need their pots.
This is not looking good.
Gotta get rid of our friends here.
This is not looking good.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Oh, this dirt's a little.
You should change the earth, the ground.
This dirt to this, and it's gonna need a little moisture. It's looking a little dry. All the actual gardeners in my comment section right now are
I'm not a gardener and I'm screaming inside right now.
probably, but it's gonna be fine, guys. Okay, I'm gonna look up some basic planting.
This is unbelievable.
For this flowers. Okay, so it likes to be in the shade. Good to know. Thrives in moist
Oh
soil.
my god.
Plant the pips about 1 inch below soil level. What's a pip? I don't have pips, I have seeds. Grow from long, thin.
This is hard to watch. This is actually hard to watch. I never really had plants. I usually use cactuses. But what is this?
Horizontal underground stems? That's a pip? I don't know what we got, but I don't think this is Lily of the Valley. But we're gonna plant it and see what happens. Okay, good luck in there. See you in 2 months. With
Oh
these
no.
beautiful AI flowers.
2 months.
Okay, are you guys ready to see
Oh,
how
no.
Pip ended up? It's been like 2 months.
It's probably a completely different plant, no? Oh, it's just nothing.
I don't know if he ever stood a chance, or if it was user error, so this is probably the worst expectation versus reality of my
Maybe they
video.
just gave you dirt.
I don't even know, like, is this
Imagine.
him? Because he did sprout at one point. And
Wait,
then,
what?
Yeah, I don't know. However, shortly after Pip died, I got another ad for another plant that looks even more exciting, honestly.
What the heck is this?
So it's a giant purple hosta, and they are not taking the word giant lightly. This thing is bigger than these people's house.
The amount of water this would need is insane.
It's terrifying. Okay, so I did a little bit of research, and a giant purple hosta is a real plant. However, they're more like shrub-sized in real life, not like skyscraper-sized. So I ordered it. This is what showed up. These little teeny tiny round seeds. So
Yeah.
I'm not a botanist, but I did do a little bit of research, and apparently giant hostas typically don't come as seeds. You're supposed to get like a bulb or a root or like a piece of a whole plant. You can grow them from seeds, but I guess it takes like years for them to grow and mature. For the sake of the investigation, I want to know what grows. So let me introduce you to Pip 2.0, the giant purple hosta.
That's great.
So it has been, I want to say like 2 weeks. He started sprouting in the first week, and then based
Is it
on
the
what I was
same
reading
plant?
online, it's supposed to start turning purple this week. But he is alive and well. Honestly, I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna try to keep him alive
Damn.
as long as I can, because I think a purple leafy plant would just be so cute.
I wonder how they look like now.
So wish Pip 2.0 luck. Probably don't buy AI plant seeds online though, because who knows what you'll get. Our final attempt
it's a plant
for
at least.
pool for our pool party. We came across this website called Inflatable
Oh.
Zone, and they look and sound pretty legit.
Yeah.
They literally specialize in inflatable things like bouncy houses, pools, commercial grade. And honestly,
Whoa.
most of their listings look completely real, aside from like a sprinkling of AI products throughout.
Yeah.
This one. So we placed an order, but it got sketchy fast. As I feared, they immediately began asking for more money, and then they just stopped replying altogether.
Damn,
So, scam, we're just bad customer service.
$3,000
You decide,
out
I
of
guess.
nowhere?
Guess that means we don't have a pool for our pool party, unfortunately. But
That's
I don't know,
sad.
maybe our barn one will show up eventually. We'll see. But in the meantime, I trust you guys to continue to send me the weirdest stuff on the internet. And as your internet big sister, I will continue to have your back. and
Really?
see what
Wait,
they're
this
all about. I'm sure
this
this
is
is
the
not
end of the video.
scammers using AI. It's probably only the beginning, actually. And we will see you guys
Oh,
in the
the-
next video.
The
Bye,
dogs,
YouTube.
all the dogs are cute in this picture. Oh! He hit the dog! Unbelievable! I saw that. I saw that. I think she should buy a fake. What would be funny? Let me think. What would be funny? Maybe. Probably nothing you can wear, but. Maybe like consoles, you know. Usually they tend to give you something random, and then it comes with like 1,000 of games which are totally legally obtained. So yeah. Crazy. But this was the last video for today, actually. We learned a lot about AI today. We learned about the Mr. Beast scam. And I gave my opinion on several AI things. Again, I don't know how many times I already mentioned those things, but probably a lot. But yeah, I think overall we are doing fine. I definitely don't have the brain power to learn Japanese right now. I really want to do it, but yeah, it has to become more calm in my job before I will have the brain power to do it. Like today, I only slept like 4 hours, maybe 3. Wait, I woke up at 7. I went to sleep at 2:30-ish. Yeah, 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, I definitely don't have the brain at the moment. We will get to it eventually in the future. We have to. But today is not the day. Maybe next week. Let's find next week, hopefully. But yeah, this will be it for today. It was a nice stream. And I don't know what to say. Just the next stream will be on Sunday. We might play something else, not Clair Obscure. I'm not sure yet. I will think about this tomorrow when I'm traveling. But yeah. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching and Otsurio. Bye bye.